from Michael's 8th Avenue in Glen Burnie, Maryland, one of Baltimore area's favorite sons returns to the ring in a rematch of a bout that took place earlier this year. Hi again, everyone. Gary Digital Williams alongside Juan Marshall here tonight from the venerable Michael's 8th Avenue in Glen Burnie, Maryland, one of the true legendary houses of Beltway boxing. And we'll be getting ready for our pro show going on in just a few moments. The amateur show is wrapping up. We have some rather clumsy heavyweights in the ring right now. But be it as it may, we have a 4-bout pro card here tonight. That's going to be very interesting to see what happens. And one of them, of course, is a rematch in the main event as Jesse the Beast Nicklo, the now super middleweight out of Brooklyn, Maryland. He'll take on a rematch against Chauncey Grim Fields out of Lynchburg, Virginia. Now, the last time these two guys fought was right back here at Michael's 8th Avenue, back on January the 13th, and Nicklo won an 8-round unanimous decision. In fact, as we've said before, Nicklo is undefeated as a Beltway boxer in the state of Maryland. And in 7 of his 8, I really said all 8 knockouts that he's had, he's 26-8-3 with 8 knockouts. 7 of those 8 knockouts came in Maryland. The other one came against Larry Brothers in Washington, D.C. That was way back in May of 2007. Of course, Nicklo's career dates all the way back to January of 2006. He was the first ever Beltway boxing on Beltway Rookie of the Year. And he was a wonderful boxer. But again, as the years have gone on, he's faced some tough competition. All of Nicklo's losses have come against really top caliber opponents. And that's what he may not face tonight against Chauncey Fields.
Yeah, this, like you said, this bout right here, I think it's going to be a little different from the first bout that you guys met. Back then, Chauncey was a little ill.
Right.
You know, he was coming off the flu, I think it was. And, you know, when you come off the flu, a lot of athletes, they're drained and they kind of rehydrate their body's not holding fluids well. And their energy level wasn't there. So, but the thing is, he still held up in that fight.
Right.
He might have lost, but he still held up throughout those rounds. And now he won't be dealing with the sickness tonight, and then see what kind of bout it be.
And between the last fight that Nicklo and Fields had back in January, Nicklo has not fought since that bout, but Chauncey Fields, whose record is 4-3 with 2 KOs, fought twice since the Nicklo loss here at Michael's 8th Avenue. He did fight on March 11th, lost by 4th round TKO to Gabriel Pham. That was in Atlantic City, New Jersey. And then on May the 13th, his last bout was a 2nd round knockout loss to Gary Spike O'Sullivan, who is a pretty legitimate title contender. Lost him in the 2nd round by KO in Plainville, Massachusetts back on May the 13th. So it was an interesting situation with him. But I think one of the other situations with this is that Chauncey Fields, other than being knocked out in the 4th round, has never been in a scheduled for a 4-round bout. And of course, this one's scheduled for 8 rounds tonight.
Yeah, and that could be a difference too. You know, not going past 4 rounds, you know, getting stopped. And like I said, with the last fight, that's the only thing I'm looking forward to see the difference in what type of fighter he was, because like you said, he was ill, and mentally that's a change for him because he knew he was ill going into that fight. He know he's fighting the same opponent, and he's feeling better now. So mentally, he might be a better opponent tonight than he was in the last fight.
And I think there's a different situation. There's a different situation with this bout. I think there's something that may lead up to something else down the road. There's something we have to wait and see. And I mentioned this on my podcast this week that Chauncey Fields' trainer is Scott Cujo Sigmund out of Lynchburg, Virginia. And there is talk that the next Beltway Baltimore boxing card, which is scheduled for September 22nd here at Michael's 8th Avenue, could match the 3rd bout between Sigmund and Jesse Nicklo. So this could be the reason why this fight, because Fields is a late sub. Originally, Sherman Artis was scheduled to be on the card, but Sherman Artis had difficulty making weight. So Fields steps in, and it could be an ulterior motive behind that.
If that's the case, strategically, that's a great matchup for Sigmund, because he can get a feel of what what Jesse Nicklo has to offer, coming out of this fight right here. And he has a built-in sparring partner to prepare himself if that fight happens with Sigmon. That's in place.
Right. Sigmon and Nicklo almost don't need to. They need to spar just to get technique squared away because they know each other very well. They fought each other twice and also have been a part of each other's lives for a long period of time. They've been friends. Sigmon managed Nicklo at one point or another, and it has been a very interesting relationship between Nicklo and Sigmon, almost frenemies. So it's a very interesting situation there. So that's our main event. Jesse Nicklo taking on Chauncey Fields, our 8-round main event here tonight. Our co-feature should be very interesting as well, as we have Donald Wallace, dangerous Donald Wallace, out of Baltimore, Maryland. He'll take on the returning Zarbek Nishanbayev out of Arlington, Virginia, by way of Kyrgyzstan. That'll be scheduled for 4 rounds in the super middleweight bout. Dangerous Donald Wallace is 2-0, 1 draw, 1 KO. Last time he fought here at Michael's 8th Avenue, back on our last card here, that was on May 12th. And he fought Gregory Clark to a tough 6-round draw. A draw where I think Wallace may have had the early advantage, but Clark kind of made up the deficit there and able to get the draw out of there. So I should be interested to see what Donald Wallace shows up here tonight.
Yeah, Wallace is a tough fighter. Like you said, both fighters, they have like close to the same amount of bouts, under their belt. But Nishanbayev, it's 2015. Yeah. That's close to 2 years now. And with the 2-year layoff, the way boxing is today, sometimes it's very harmful to your career, Right. And it's maybe a make or break fight for him, because if you say he's been off 2 years, and if he comes back and doesn't perform well, he might hang it up for himself. He maybe say that it's not for me anymore. So tonight is going to be a breakout night for him. Once again, it's basically going to be almost like a pro debut for him.
Nishanbayev, as Juan said, has not fought since his bout at the Horseshoe Casino in Baltimore back in July of 2015. Nishanbayev is 2-1, both his wins by knockout. He scored a crushing 3rd-round knockout over Norman Allen back in June of 2015. But he has not fought since 2015, and that may be the difference, one of the differences in this particular situation. So this bout is scheduled for 4 rounds. Donald Wallace taking on Zarbek Nishanbayev. The bout that may steal the show tonight is a contest scheduled for 6 rounds in the junior welterweight division, and that is Devontae Speed Rawls out of Glenarden, Maryland. He's undefeated 8-0-1, 6 KOs. He'll take on Dion Richardson out of Newark, New Jersey, with a record of 2-1, both his wins by knockout. Devontae Speed Rawls last fought on March 25th and stopped Rhinell Griffin in the 3rd round. They had a little bit of a stoppage there. Griffin did not come out for the 3rd round in that bout. But he's looked good in his last few bouts. He fought in 2016, scored a 3rd-round knockout over David Perez. Benjamin Alinga, he knocked him out in the 6th round. That can be very tough to do at times. But a lot of people are saying that Dion Richardson may have something for Devontae Rawls. Dion Richardson, his last bout was a 1st-round knockout win over previously undefeated Scott Kelleher, who was 5-0. That was on June 2nd at the 2300 Arena in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So this could be a nice, interesting step for Devontae Speed Rawls.
Yeah, and you know, looking at it on paper, you see a kid with 9 fights facing a kid with only 3 fights. But that tells you the kid with 3 fights, his opponents might have been tough.
Right.
And with this is the point where Rawls is going into his. This right now is the point where Rawls is going into his 10th fight now, and this is the transition period for fighters going into 10th when it's time for them to shift gears after this point. But I think this is the time where Rawls will find out with this fight right here, is he ready to shift gears and take tougher opponents?
Okay. So that'll be about in schedule 6 round. Devontae Speed Rawls taking on Dion Richardson. And opening pro bout tonight. Ernest now Lightning Bug Hall out of Baltimore, Maryland. He's 2-0, 1 KO. He'll take on the returning Tyrone Showtime Wright out of Washington, D.C. He's 2-2. Ernest Hall is 2-0, 1 KO, as we said, coming off a 4-round unanimous decision win over Lamont White. That was right here at Michael State Avenue on March the 30th. And he also fought on the January 13th card against Cleveland Hemphill. And Hall stopped Hemphill in the second round of that bout. Lamont White, of course, always tough. Against anyone, and Ernest Hall had that situation go his way in the last fight in March here at Michael State Avenue.
Yeah, Lamont Wright, we used to see him in the last couple of times that he fought, and he comes off very solid in the early rounds, but we noticed that sometimes he drops off a little in the late round, and that sometimes he gives up fights, and because of that reason, because of the short time that he's been laid, the time that he's been out the ring, has he been able to work on that? And that's what I'm talking about is his stamina. Was he able to build stamina, with the training that he has to prepare for this fight? Now, if he has stamina going into this fight, he might have a good chance of winning.
Meanwhile, Tyrone Wright is, as I said, 2-2. He has not fought since January 2015 when he got stopped in the first round, knocked out in the first round by Thomas Matisse back in January 2015 at the Washington Convention Center. Now, the one really tough thing about Wright in his career is that he's the only person not to have defeated Benjamin Olinga. He lost to Olinga by split decision back in September 2013. I thought it was at the Showplace Arena, but it was actually at Rosecroft Raceway, and he lost that bout there, and he has not fought since the Matisse bout, so we don't know which Tyrone Wright will be here tonight as well.
And Tyrone Wright, that's like you said, you don't know which fighter is going to show up, and he's not in that category by himself. You have a lot of fighters that came up through the ranks in that position. Even sometimes Cotto was in that position. You never knew what type of fighter was going to show up when it came time for fight night. Good training camp, and you work hard throughout. But fight night, for some reason, you just can't put it together. And that's what we have to see with Tyrone. He's unpredictable. What we'll see, great guy. But when it comes to boxing, that's when all that goes out the window when it comes to just technique.
So that's the card here tonight, as far as the pro card's concerned. Starts off, it's going to be a pretty big weekend of pro boxing here in the Beltway area. And also outside the area, of course, Friday night, July 14th, a couple of Beltway boxers will be on a card at the Buffalo Run Casino in Miami, Oklahoma. And we do have some late-breaking news on that. The bout that'll be on the undercard has changed a little bit, and that is Antoine Douglas's bout. He was scheduled to take on Bruno Sandoval in a bout for the NABA and WBC Fecker Box Championship. But Sandoval apparently will not be on the card, and Douglas will now take on Juan de Angel, I guess it's pronounced. He is 26-1, 20 wins, 6 losses, 1 draw, 18 KOs out of Barranquilla, Colombia. Nowhere when that bout is going to be for the belts that were on the line earlier. Nowhere when that bout is going to be a 10-round bout either. We don't know. But we do know it will not be on the telecast that will take place on Showtime at 10 o'clock. Okay, we're just finding out that it will be for the NABA Middleweight Championship, a 10-round bout at the Buffalo Run Casino. Now, the only thing about this that kind of concerns me is that it sounds like Antoine Douglas may be facing the same, for lack of a better word, trap that he faced when he lost with one pro bout, and that was to Avento Curtsy, who was a late sub in that bout, and Curtsy ended up knocking him out.
And it's the same situation. But the thing is, what a lot of fighters and boxing fans need to understand is how mentally prepared a fighter is when they make that adjustment from a loss that Antoine Douglas came from to going into the same situation. Now, will he make that situation take advantage of him like he did last time? I think not. Because the way he bounced back with the aggressiveness that he had with those 2 fights, his previous fights, and one being the Fecker Box title that he won down in, I think it was Colombia, Dominican Republic. And And I think that's what it is. I think mentally he's prepared, and I think it woke him up a little bit. You know, because at that time, before that fight, he was that up-and-coming guy everybody was looking at. And then all of a sudden he got knocked off. And now I don't think he wants that to happen again.
Yeah.
So this situation right here, I think he's going to be going at it a little more different than he did in the last one.
Okay, so that'll be on the non-televised undercard. Now, on the televised portion of the bout, in fact, according to what I've heard, it'll be the second bout on the telecast, Showbox telecast, that begins at 10 p.m. Eastern Time from the Buffalo Run Casino in Miami, Oklahoma. That'll be Glenn DeZern Jr. out of Baltimore, and he will take on Adam Montequia Lopez of San Antonio, Texas. And that will be a very big bout, and that's a result of a situation where DeZern, who had a nice performance back in April 14th, on his first Showbox appearance against previously undefeated Leroy Davila, fought a tough bout there. I think that got him this big bout against Adam Lopez tomorrow night.
Yeah, and Glenn DeZern, this is a moment he always been waiting for. Even at that first Showtime appearance, he's always been training hard for those type of fights to come. And when he got it, he took advantage of it. And when he took advantage of it, he took advantage of it at the right time on the big stage. And even in that fight, it was a hard-fought fight. You know, he was able to give off some punishment and also receive some punishment that he was able to withstand and win the fight. You know, going to a tougher fight with a guy with 16-1, I think he is, and that's the thing where Glenn DeZern is going to be able to come out and step back up to the plate again under the big lights.
Right.
The second time in his career. So now he's going to have more people watching him and more people trying to say, does he really have it? With a fighter that's been in the ring a little longer than the guy that made it a tough fight for him the first time.
Right. And Lopez is coming off a loss in his last bout, so he's 16-1-1 with 8 KOs. So that'll be part of the quadruple header that'll take place on the Showbox card on Showtime on Friday, July the 14th from the Buffalo Run Casino in Miami, Oklahoma. Then, of course, on Saturday, July 15th, our boxing card at the Sphinx Club in Washington, D.C., and that'll be an interesting situation there. Jerome Quigley's on this card. We hope to get the weights for it. Hopefully by the end of the evening, may pass that on to you. But Jerome Quigley's on the card, taking on Luis Hernandez of Chihuahua, Mexico. That's a 10-round bout for the vacant USBO welterweight title. Quigley comes off that 4th-round TKO victory at UDC, University District of Columbia, back on March 25th. And all of Hernandez's wins, he's actually 16-4. Most of his wins have been in Mexico. Luther Smith scheduled to take on Corinne Davis, Jackson, Mississippi, in a 6th-round cruiserweight bout. Vanilla Gorilla Sam Crosser taking on James Jones of Nashville, Tennessee. The Bell twins, Jason and Justin, scheduled to be on the card. Jason Bell taking on Cameron Kirby. He's debuting, I believe, out of North Carolina. And Justin Bell is take on Eric Plummer of Lockport, New York. Francisco Bustos, 5-0, 3 KOs, taking on Corin Farmer of North Carolina. This is Bustos' first bout in more than a year. Leo Alcanera in Washington, D.C., takes on George Shepard of Newport News, Virginia. And a couple of local boxers will be in a pro debut. Dante Cox out of Laurel, Maryland, the lightweight, and super welterweight Rashad Kilpatrick of Waldorf, Maryland. So that's the card at the Sphinx Club tomorrow Saturday night. Sphinx Club located on K Street, Northwood, Washington, D.C. We more than likely will not have a broadcast from that show unless the Wi-Fi gets better. And of course, just watch the lineup and subscribe to the pages. We'll tell you what's going on. Our broadcast tonight of the Baltimore Pro Boxing card brought to you by Real Time Pain Relief. Rub it on, the pain is gone in real time. Go to www.freepainoffer.com. Buy $10 worth of Real Time Pain Relief. Get a free $10 tube of Real Time Pain Relief. We announce Kirk McEwen in the ring right now. By the way, this card is in memory of Jake Smith, the promoter's father. Murray Smith, a real character in this area, did some great work helping Jake in his career as an active boxer, and was always there during the cards that he used to have. at places like the Pikesville Armory, New Burns Arena, and other places. And this is in memory of Murray Smith, the bushwhacker. Get ready for our starter card in just a moment. Stay with us here from Michael's 8th Avenue in Glen Burnie, Maryland. Yeah, what you say, yeah. Yeah, I just hope he doesn't fall into a trap. That last log with Kirchner was a substance. Yeah, very good. I hope they scouted this guy and found who he is.
I don't think he's a killer like Kirchner.
Yeah.
They're probably getting their homework.
I hope so, yeah.
Crazy what happened to Kurt Charles.
Yeah, racketeering charges. Wow.
Yeah, I'm mistaken. It wasn't him, it was him. But I was like, he's very like wishy-washy. He lost like a 3 and 5 guy. He knocked out like a 5 and 0.
Got that picture, man.
Was that about a year ago?
Yeah.
This one, I don't think, it's funny. 2 times I've seen him fight.
Oh, wow. Okay.
How weird is that?
Yeah.
It was the Sigmund, Phil Jackson Benson card.
Okay.
Friendship. And then the one, January 20th.
Might have a cookout. You didn't just be dropping them off.
I don't know. Right after you lost the fight.
a heavy hitter.
Okay. Yeah, I
He was the
know.
main
You
event.
notice? You notice how much?
Okay.
Since then, all his televised,
Yeah, the
all
only
these
time I've seen him fight is so weird.
PBC cards and all
So
that.
weird. 3 years apart too.
Yeah, yeah.
For his
Between
sake,
him,
I hope I'm not a bad look
Him
for him.
and Avi, and also
I'm surprised he's back.
Oh, Jack Reed from California. Did a lot of work.
Yep.
Yeah, Tank was there.
Oh, good. Okay.
He didn't get in the fight himself, but they were close.
Oh, wow.
I heard tonight, like, they've all been pretty much shit shows. Like, the first were funny.
Yeah.
Apparently this was all really bad. Like, they didn't really know what to say anymore because they were talking to each other. All they did was curse each other out. It was horrible.
All right, let me get back here. Oh, wow. Great. Right.
You know what that was? UDC. Oh, we did UDC.
Back here from Michael's 8th Avenue in Glen Burnie, Maryland, alongside Juan Marshall, I'm Gary Digital Williams. We're getting ready to kick off the pro portion of the card here tonight. Unfortunately, we didn't get a lot of information about the amateurs, so we didn't get a chance to get the results of that. Seen a lot of folks in attendance tonight. Some good celebrities. Hall of Fame Mark Too Sharp Johnson's in attendance tonight. Ron Teflon Boyd. And we're being told that the ring is under repair. So they actually working on the ring a little bit. So we'll have a little bit of a delay before we get underway tonight. Also, attendance, the Veazey brothers are here. Now, Joey Veazey had that fought since he won a bout in Winchester, Virginia, but he's had a bad left hand, left wrist, almost the entire year. He doesn't want to rush it, so he's taking his time. So he'll be there. He'll be coming back shortly, hopefully. We also want to send our best wishes to a young lady by the name of Amelia Moore. Amelia Moore is competing in the Women's National Golden Gloves, and I believe it's in Orlando, Florida. And she made it to the finals in the weight division. Scored a nice win Wednesday night against Rashida Ellis. Now, she's out in New Jersey, so my belief is that she is one of the Ellis family. Rashidi Ellis and the other Ellises that are fighting out of Lynn, New Jersey. This is the sister, Rashidi, and Amelia Moore did win, so she's in the finals of the National Golden Gloves. So wish her well there.
If they call me fine, if they don't, I'm enjoying being a grandfather.
Our next card in D.C. is scheduled to be on Saturday, August 12th. That'll be the first pro card to take place at the historic Howard Theater in Washington, D.C. And we will get more details on that, but we're hearing a lot of the Headbangers boxers will be a part of that card on Saturday, August 12th from the Howard Theater. And also coming up in August, the Mayor's Cup returns, and we'll get some information about that. Now, I believe that's the 11th through the 13th in Washington, D.C. Now, last night, Wednesday night, in Jamaica, DeMarcus Chop Chop Corley continues to win. He scored a win over Ramel Club Zero Lewis. That was in Jamaica during the contender competition that he won last year in Jamaica. So, have bout will travel, and DeMarcus Corley, the former WBO junior welterweight champion, just keeps going, and he does an outstanding job. So, yeah, as you said, measuring the ring and looking at the ring to see what condition it is. And now I think we're ready to go here. Now, first battle we said is scheduled to be Ernest Lightning Bug Hall out of Baltimore. 201 KO taking on Tyrone Showtime Wright out of Washington, D.C. You can chat with us throughout the evening right here on the Box On Beltway Google app for Android and on Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio.com. And thank you all for listening to all over the world right here on the Box On the Beltway Google app for Android and on Spreaker.com and iHeartRadio.com. We are located in a neutral corner. The blue corner is off on the same side to our right. The red corner is directly in front of us, and we are diagonally across from the far white corner, right neutral corner. So the blue corner off to our right on our same side of the ring, and the red corner is directly across from us on the left-hand side of the ring. So nice crowd on hand here tonight. And again, Michael's 8th Avenue, one of the hallowed halls of Beltway boxing for many, many years. So still getting ready for our first two boxers to be in the ring.
To the ring, please. Ernest Hall, Tyrone Wright, professional boxing, Michael's 8th Avenue. Let's get it on!
Ring announcer Kurt McEwen.
By the Maryland State Athletic Commission. Your Commissioner Chairman, Mr. Arnie Danzig. Your Commissioner in attendance, Mr. David Norman. Executive Director tonight, Patrick Pinella. Our matchmaker, Brian Hagan. It is time for professional bout number 1 at Michael's 8th Avenue. Jake the Snake Smith promoter, BaltimoreBoxing.com. Ladies and gentlemen, our ringside physician, Craig Fisher, our chief, John Stiller, along with Dr. Ian Wiener. Our timekeeper tonight, John Gradowski. Our MSA officials, Brett Bovell, Kenny Chevalier, Don Risher, and Paul Wallace. Ernest Hall and Tyrone Wright. We need both boxers in the ring.
Tyrone Showtime right in the ring right now, waiting the presence of Ernest Hall. Ernest Hall now coming to the ring.
Fighting out of the red corner, 5'7", 126 pounds, out of Baltimore, Maryland, Ernest Lightning Bug Hall. And fighting out of the blue corner, with a record of 2-2, 5'8", 128.8 pounds, out of Washington, D.C., Tyrone Showtime Wright. 4 rounds.
And the referee for the contest will be Dave Braslow.
Referee tonight, David Braslow.
A little trouble getting
Jim Softly to ringside. Jim Softly.
Tyrone right out of the corner. Here we go. Here we go. 4 rounds in the super featherweight division. Right here from Michael's 8th Avenue in Glen Burnie, Maryland. Alongside Juan Marshall, I'm Gary Digital Williams. Thanks for joining us here tonight from a packed house at Michael's 8th Avenue. Dave Braslow checking with the judges. Paul Wallace, Kenny Chevalier, Brent Bovell.
Skip Brown to the commissioner's table. Skip Brown.
Here we go. Round 1 we're scheduled for 4. Ernest Hall in the blue trunks with the white trim. Tyrone Wright in the red and white trunks. Both men flicking out their jabs. Left hand by Hall. Right hand, wild right hand misses, and Hall spins around out of the way in case Wright comes back, which he didn't do. Hall tries the left hand. Wright tries the right hand. They tangle, and Wright almost leaves his feet, but stays down just in time as they separate. Center of the ring. Both men trying to land the left jab. Left hand by Hall to the body.
and gentlemen, they are towing cars.
Left hand.
The lot across the street.
Left hand landed by both men.
Cars in the lot across the street. If you're parked in the lot across the street, you might want to check that out. Thank you.
Both men measuring each other. His left hand flicked out by right. Right hand missing. A tangle once again. Take right center ring. Referee Brazlow separates them. Heading to the halfway point of round one. We're scheduled for 4. The tangle once again. Referee Brazlow separates them. Tangle once again, and right and Hall picks up right. Right almost flew into a punch there. They separate once again. Hall trying to stick out his jab. Right trying to land left jab. Feeling out process a little bit in this first round. Both men missing, and Hall, right leaves his feet again, and referee Brazlow warns Hall for hitting him in the back of the head. Hall lands a body shot in, a good body shot by right, and they tangle once again, move out toward the upper center of the ring on the right-hand side. And referee Brazlow separated once again. Right hand missing, left hand missing by Hall. Left hand, wild left hand by right misses. They tangle once again. We're inside the final minute of the first round, scheduled for 4. Right hand missing by right. They tangle once again. Tangle once again against the ropes. And out inside the middle of the ring, referee Brazlow separate once again. So neither man getting a clean shot in this first round thus far. Left hand to the body by Hall. They got kind of stuck in there. Head to the final seconds of the first round. We're scheduled for 4. And neither man gaining a big advantage in this first round. They tangle once again. We'll see what happens as they go to round 2. But again, a tough one for both fighters so far.
Yeah, both. You said it was a filling out process, but both fighters, neither one of them established themselves well, like using a jab, and even when they got in close, they did a lot of grabbing and clinching. Like you said, Wright was lifted off his feet by Hall a few times. And coming out in the second round, it's only a 4-round fight, but coming out in the second round, both fighters going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and have to establish themselves. Which one is going to do it? We should see second round.
And one of the luminaries, a guy who always supports beltweight boxing. And of course, he's one of the biggest crowd draws in beltweight boxing. Former WBO cruiserweight champion Boone Coates is here. You ready for round 2? Getting this 4-round bout. Red, the blue corner having a tough time getting their man out of there. But here we go, round 2 as Wright starts to go to the body. Hall missed with the left hand. Hall comes in front and they tangle once again. Hall barreled in using his head. Referee Brazlow warns Hall for using his elbow as well. Left hand missing by Hall. Left hand to the body by Hall, missing. They tangle once again, missing. And both men come out of the tangle themselves. First minute, round 2, scheduled for 4. They tangle once again. Both men trying to land punches inside. Referee Brazlow lets them separate, and they do so on their own. And Wright lands a left hand to the body. Another left hand to the body by Wright. And Hall tries to dig a right hand to the body. Left hand by body by Wright once again. And they tangle once again. And referee Brazlow warns both men for holding. But Wright starting to land good body shots with his right hand in the second round. Right hand around the corner by Hall. Glances off Wright. Left hand by Hall. Wright missing with the right hand. Left hand by Wright missing, but the right hand by Hall doesn't miss. into halfway point of round 2. They tangle once again. And both men tangle. And referee Brazil have a tough time separating both men. He warns Hall for hitting in the back of the head. Hall, right hand. There's Hall now come back with a combination of his own that ends with a left hand to the face. Left hand by Hall there. Right may have gotten the best of that combination there early on. Left hand to the head by Hall. Left hand missing by Hall. Hall now moving to his right. There's left hand by right. They tangle once again. Referee Brazil separates them. And tells both men to keep it clean as we head toward the final moments of this second round, scheduled for 4. Left hand missing by right. Left hand by Hall, left jab by Hall. Got left hook by Hall that time. Right hand to the body by Hall. Right trying to walk Hall down, but Hall is getting off the last few seconds, getting some punches in. And they tangle at the end of the bell. But it looked like Wright had some shots early on, but let Hall back in the ball game a little bit in the second round.
Yeah. Hall is doing some movement that Wright is not able to adjust to, and that's the quick movement. You know, it looks like he's running, but in the process, Hall is actually still throwing punches, which Wright isn't throwing the punches. Wright lands a couple of body shots, but he's not really throwing punches to establish himself in this fight. And right now, he's down 2 rounds. And that's how I see it. And he's not listening to his corner because his corner is telling him to walk him down. But in the process of walking down, you have to be able to throw punches in order to get to back your fighter up. And Wright is not doing that.
Jake Smith in the corner of Ernest Hall talking to him, and Zeke Thompson in the corner talking to Tom Wright over to our right here in the blue corner. Here we go, round 3, scheduled for 4. Right here in the walk him down chant by both men. They tangle once again. Left hand by Hall. That misses. Both men flick out left jab, but Hall's jab seems to be landing. Another left jab by Hall. Hall lands a jab to the chest. Now jab to the body. Tries a sneaky hook up top with the left hand. Another hook. And Wright comes back with left hand of his own. Hall trying to throw left jab. Wright fakes the right hook. Tries to throw a left hook and misses. They tangle once again. Referee Brazil separates them. Past first minute, round 3. Left hand, right hand to the body by Hall. It's a lunging right hand, but it did connect. Another right hand by Hall. Right to the body. They tangle once again. Up top by Hall. Left hand, good combination there by Hall. Right hand to the body, left hand up top. There's a tangle once again. They try body shots. Hall, right misses with the left hand to the body. Left hand missing, they tangle once again. Referee Brazil getting some work done in this bout. We head to the final minute of the third round. They tangle once again up against the ropes on the far side. And time is called by referee Dave Brazil. And he's talking to both guys. Try to keep it clean a little bit. Some punches behind the head there. Both men tap gloves. And they start again. Left hand to the body missing by Hall. Right, left hand up top. With the uppercut by Wright missing as well. Left jab by Hall as he moves to his left. Right hand missing by Hall. But Wright's output offensively has got non-existent. We head to the final moments of this third round. They tangle once again. And Brazil has separated once again. There have been some incidental punches to the back of the head. Nothing deliberate, though. There's a left hand by Hall. don't want to see it, but it's still there.
Line up that jab, Ernie. There it is. There it is. Good.
Hall with a good shot to the head by Ernest Hall.
Step right, throw right.
A combination once again to the body. They tangle once again. Referee Brazel separates with a second stick away in his third round. And again, it looks like Hall has, I won't say upgraded his output, but he's definitely throwing more than Wright is right now.
He's definitely the more active fighter. Right now is doing nothing but posing. He's trying to show that he has defense with the side-to-side movement and the twisting of the guard and everything, trying to block some of Hall's punches. But in the process, he's not creating any offense of his own. And he's not throwing any punches. You hear people in the crowd telling him to go to the body, use the jab. You hear his corner telling him to do the same thing, trying to walk him down. But he's not listening at all. He's not doing anything as far as trying to win this fight. And going to the third round, you're going to see him going into the final round, he's going to be trying to in desperate mode, you know. Like I said, it's a 4-round fight. He hasn't did anything for the first 3 rounds.
Get ready for the 4th and final round.
Coming up our final and 4th round. And bout number 1.
Here we go. They tangle once again. Left hand by Wright gets started. Now Hall trying to land a combination. Wright missing with the left hand. Right in the red trunks with the white trim. Red and white trunks, really. They're both combination there. Blue and white trunks for Ernest Hall. Right hand to the body by Wright. Right jacked up. There's a left hand missing by Wright. Hall tries right hand. They tangle once again. Referee Brazel separates him. Right hand missing by Wright. And they keep saying body first, but Wright is headhunting like crazy with his corner and everybody else telling him to go to the body. Left hand to the head by Wright. That does land a little bit. We head to the halfway point of the final round. Another left hand to the body, to the head by Wright. They tangle once again, and Brazel separates them. Right, Mike missed with the right hand there. They tangle right across, right in front of our real-time Payne Reeves location. Left hand by Wright. They tangle once again. The heads kind of clash a little bit. No harm done. And Wright is trying to walk Hall down, but hasn't been effective in doing it. Hall tries the right hand. Right hand to the body, missing by Wright. Followed by left hand to the head. Into the final moments of the final round. The left hand missing by Hall. The left hand by Wright as well. They tangle. Referee Brazel separates them. They tangle once again. Right hand to the body missing by. There's the left hand by the body by Wright. But he doesn't follow it up. Left hand was there, but he didn't follow it. They tangle once again. Left hand to the body, the head by Hall. They tangle once again. Up against the ropes. Brazel separates them once again. Head to the final seconds of this final round. Both men now tangling, trying to oppose each other as seconds tick away. They tangle once again. Hall hits right behind the head once again, and the bout ends. So
that's the end of our first bout.
So both men trying to get some moments going, but neither one really good.
Not that maybe Wright won the last round because he did press the issue, but I think it was a little too late for him. Hall did the most for the first 3 rounds, and like I said, he was in desperate mode. But even in this final round, he wasn't throwing the punches he needed to throw, which was everybody was telling him to throw to the body, which would try to weigh Hall down a little bit. And even when Wright did land to the body of Hall, you saw that it did hurt Hall a little bit. It gassed him out just enough, but still he didn't press the issue to keep it going. That's what he didn't do.
We'll get the official decision from ring announcer Kirk McEwen in just a second. So to come our main event, Jesse Biss Nicklow taking on Chauncey Grimfield. Ernest Hall getting the cheers of the fans here tonight. Judges once again, Paul Wallace, Brent Bofell, Kenny Chevalier. Still trying to get the scores down at ringside. That sometimes signal it could be a closer bout than we thought. Pampinella stay out the scorecards. And Executive Director Pampinella discussing with Kirk McEwen, who did the last card here in May. Didn't do too badly as a ring announcer. He's from 98 Rock Radio here in Baltimore, Maryland. So still waiting to judge the scorecards. Discussion here right over our ringside pain relief location here. This one could be a very interesting result here. Kirk McEwen is now ready, so we'll get the official decision momentarily.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for these grappling warriors in our first bout tonight. Getting us off on the right foot. Give it up for these boxers tonight. Come on now. Ladies and gentlemen, Kenny Chevalier scores it 38-38 at a draw. Judges Paul Wallace and Brent Bovell scored 39-37 for your winner. Out of the red corner, Ernest
majority decision.
Our second
Once again, Paul Wallace and Brent Bovell scored about 39-37. And Kenny Chevalier scored the draw 38-38. Could have gone either way, I guess. Again, was not the most technically sound bout you will see. So Ernest Hall now 3-0, 1 KO. And Tyrone Wright making his first appearance since 2015, now 2-3.
And it showed. The layoff showed, you know. He wasn't aggressive. He showed desperate need in going into the last round. He wasn't attentive to his corner when they told him to go to the body to slow his opponent down, and he didn't do it. He wasn't using his jab like he's supposed to do, and he was well behind, you know. And the 38-38, I didn't see that. I saw it myself. I saw it 39-37, just like Paul Wallace and Brent Bovell did. And maybe Kenny Chevalier saw that the body shots that Wright did land. Maybe that's what he saw that made the difference for him to make it a 38-38 fight. So, otherwise, other than majority decision, to me, it was the right decision at least for Hall.
No question about that. Now, our next bout is one that may steal the show tonight. We'll find out. 6-round bout between Devontae Speed Rawls out of Glenarden, Maryland, now fighting out of Cheverly, Maryland. He'll take on Dion Richardson out of Newark, New Jersey. Speed Rawls is 8-0-1, 6 KOs. Dion Richardson 2-1, 2 KOs. So, should be interesting about to see what happens in this bout. But again, Dion Richardson coming off a first-round knockout over a boxer that was 5-0 going in.
And that's the thing, you know, it's not the quantity of fights, it's the quality. And early on in his career, he probably fought some top quality fighters, which would bring him into a fight with a guy with 9 fights, you know. And Devontae Speed Rawls, he's a talented fighter, but has he fought tougher competition just like Richardson's going to be tonight? Which we shall see.
Well, this is actually the first boxer that Devontae Rawls has fought with a winning record. Okay? He's fought veteran. His last bout was against Rhino Griffin. Griffin was 7-27-2 going in. And outside of Benjamin Linger, who was 1-11 going in, most of the boxers that Speed Rawls has fought, he fought one guy who was 0-9, one guy was 0-2, one guy was 0-1. His draw was a technical draw against Jonathan Hernandez back in January 2016 at the ABC Sports Complex, and that was a technical draw that got stopped in the 3rd round. So, look at Richardson, he only had 3 bouts, but one was against a debuting boxer, knocked him out in the 1st round. That's Dwayne Holman back in July of 2013. And he lost his 4-round unanimous decision to James Harrison. And then Richardson came back after almost a 4-year absence and stopped Scott Kelleher in the 1st round. So you look at a situation like that, it shows very interesting. Could be interesting to see what happens tonight.
Yeah, and I think just because of that reason alone and that fact alone, that Richardson might become the more aggressive fighter tonight. You know, because that's what he's used to. He's used to crafty fighters and tough fighters like Rawls presents himself. But we saw Rawls can be pushed the distance also. And I think Richardson might be the one to do it again tonight for him.
So we'll get ready for our second bout of the night. Just one right here from Michael's 8th Avenue in Glenburnie, Maryland. Listening to live coverage of the Baltimore Pro Boxing card from Michael's 8th Avenue in Glenburnie, Maryland. Right here on the Box on Beltway Google app for Android. And on Speaker.com and iHeartRadio.com. We're brought to you by Real Time Pain Relief. From boxers to ballerinas, for shoulder pain to muscle strain and everything in between. Boxing on the Beltway recommends Real Time Pain Relief. The natural, safe, plant-based ointment. You go to www.freepainoffer.com. Buy $10 worth of Real Time Pain Relief. You get a free $10 tube of Real Time Pain Relief. Rub it on, the pain is gone in real time. Stay with us, our second bout coming up right here on the Boxing on Beltway Google app and on Android. For our iOS listeners on Spreaker.com and iHeartRadio.com. Stay with us.
Trevante Speed Walls and Dion Richardson. To the ring. Cool.
Well, he went almost 6 against Back here from Michael's 8th Avenue in Glen Burnie, Maryland, Gary Digital Williams alongside Juan Marshall. And we're ready for our next bout, Dion Richardson coming to the ring now. In Newark, New Jersey. They're on Devontae Speed Rawls. Now, neither man has gone a full 6 rounds before. Richardson has never gone really a full. He did go one 4-round bout that lost to James Harrison back in August of 2013. Speed Rawls almost went 6 rounds against Ben Olinga, but knocked out Olinga in the 6th round. Here's Kurt McEwen.
139.4 pounds. Out of Newark, New Jersey, Dion Richardson.
Still waiting the entrance of Devontae Speed Rawls.
Losses and 1 draw. 6 wins by knockout. Beverly, Maryland. Ladies and gentlemen, 5'9", 136.2 pounds. Fighting out of the red corner, Trevante Speed.
Speed Rawls led to the ring by the Davis family. Legendary Adrian Davis and one of the legendary beltweight boxers, Victor Davis. We wish the very best for Mrs. Davis, Miss Brenda Davis, as he continues her health fight. She's dealing with Alzheimer's, I believe it is, and having a tough time with that. But we just send our prayers out to Brenda Davis, who's the first lady of amateur boxing, not only here in the Beltway, but around the country. Her contributions out amateur boxing are known at world and country and worldwide. The referee for this will be Brent Bovell. This bout is scheduled for 6 rounds in the super lightweight division. Vontae Speed Rawls in the white trunks with the blue trim, and Dion Richardson in the black and white tiger stripe trunks. So here we go. Round 1 was scheduled for 6 here from Michael States Avenue, Glen Burnie, Maryland. Glad you're with us right here. For this Baltimore Pro Boxing card on the Box on the Beltway Google app for Android. Vontae Speed Rawls, the southpaw. Dion Richardson, the conventional fighter. Richardson with a long, thick braid coming down the back of his head there. Black braid and a left hand by Richardson. Let's see. No. They'll say Speed Rawls slipped. And again, their feet might have tangled there, and that's what Brent Bovell may have seen. But no knockdown there early in this first round. Left hand missing a tangle once again. And, that's left hand by Speed Rawls. Right hand to the body by Rawls. That big left hand by Speed Rawls that time. The right hand to the body by Speed Rawls. Richardson with the right hand misses it. Right hand over the top, missing by Richardson. Left hand by Speed Rawls. First minute, round 1, scheduled for 6. Right hand by Richardson. Left hand, that lands by Richardson. May have landed to the back of Speed Rawls, though. Left hand over the top by Richardson. That almost landed. Right hand to the body by Richardson. That does land. Right hand over the top by Richardson. Speed Rawls bounces out of the way. Left hand over the top by Speed Rawls. Right hand missing by Speed Rawls. Speed Rawls coming out of that southpaw stance. Green trying to be crafty. Right hand missing. And they tangle once again. Referee Brent Bovell separate them. Left hand missing by Speed Rawls. Right hand by Richardson. Couple right hands. Speed Rawls goes down again, but they tangle once again. No knockdown. And Brent Bovell gets them back together again. Heading to the final minute. First round scheduled for 6. Right hand missing by Speed Rawls. Right hand by Richardson misses in kind. Left hand, right hand to the body by Richardson misses. Right hand over the top. And there's a right hand over the top by Speed Rawls. Right hand by Speed Rawls. Final seconds, first round. Right hand by Speed Rawls. And once again, Brent Bovell has to warn both men to watch their feet. They're coming at them from different angles, and that may make it tough this time around.
And I think the knockdown that Brent actually wasn't a knockdown. I think the Brent Bovell not calling the knock that when Vontae Rawls went down to the canvas. I saw what he saw because Rawls did take a stumble and trip. And as he was falling, that's when Richardson was able to connect, and that's why he called it a knockdown. So Brent Bovell was noticing the fact that that he was able to see him, and he's keeping adjustments on their feet, and you're noticing in the last closing seconds of the round that he did notice to watch their feet. He warned both fighters to watch their feet because he see them tangling up, and Rawls they went to the canvas now twice because of that.
One thing Dion Richardson seemed to do in the first round was somewhat negate the speed of the hands of Deontay Speed Rawls, which no boxer has been able to do thus far. Let's see what happens now as Speed Rawls starts out quickly in the second round. Left hand to the body by Speed Rawls. Try to slip that right jab, but Richardson deflecting that right jab. There's a left hand down the pike by Richardson. Left hand missing, his right left hand in close by Richardson. Right hand, missing by. And then both men tangle. Referee Brent Bovell separates them. And looks like his shoelace untied on Speed Rawls, and legendary trainer Adrian Davis ties the shoe up.
And what I noticed Richardson's trying to do, he's trying to use Speed Rawls, his speed against him. And that's what he's doing with the counter shots. Now you notice Richardson is patiently waiting to land counter shots.
Back on the way, and they meet in the center of the ring. Left hand missing. Good left hand by Speed. Left hand, and Richardson comes back with a left hand of his own. Left hand by Speed Rawls. Right hand to the body by Richardson. Right hand to the body by Richardson. Left hand up top. Just missing by Richardson. Richardson starting to land right hand shots. We head to the halfway point of this second round.
Take your time, baby.
Left hand missing. This right hand by Speed Rawls that misses. Speed Rawls trying to throw a left hand over the top, missing. They tangle once again. Referee Bovell separates them. He wants Speed Rawls to keep his head up. They tangle once again. They tangle back and forth there up against the far ropes. Over on the left-hand side of the ring. Speed Rawls takes out the right jab. Richardson tries to counter with right hand to the body. Tangle once again. Richardson uses his elbow to push it away. And his forearm and gets a warning from Ref Bovell. Right hand missing by Richardson. And they tangle once again. Referee Bovell separates them. Both men posing now. Right hands by Speed Rawls, but nothing landing. With that right jab. Right jab once again by Speed Rawls, doesn't make it. Now back in the middle of the ring, Richardson looking for the opening. Left hand by Speed Rawls. Right hand to the body by Speed Rawls, misses. They tangle once again. Their heads almost clash. Final second round. Right hand over the top by Richardson. Misses Speed Rawls as the bell rings, but this is a different type of bout that Speed Rawls is in right now than he has been early in his career.
And that's the turning point. You know, he's going into his 10th bout. Take a tougher opponent to see where you are, and this is what you end up with. You know, Richardson might have the lesser fights, but the few fights that he has have been quality fights, and it shows. You know, because he's able to compete with the speed of Rawls that Rawls has, and also he's able to counter off that speed, in which he's doing. The thing is, he's coming up short. He's just coming up short with some of those. He's just missing with some of those counter shots. But what Rawls needs to do now, Rawls needs to start to set up his power shot, which is that left hand, and start to use a double jab. If he double jabs with the right and then steps to the side and then comes with a left hook, then he can be able to counter. And then he can be able to connect with Richardson.
We're ready to start the third round. Scheduled for 6. Deontay Speed Rawls undefeated. 8-0-1, 6 KOs. Trying to throw the right hand. Once again, Brent Bovell warning both men. The southpaw Speed Walls and conventional Richardson. Watch their feet, their front feet. Right hand to the body, misses by Richardson. Left hand over the top by Speed Walls, misses. Hey, left hand, close left hand by Speed Walls lands. Right hand missing on the right hand by Richardson. They tangle him against the far ropes. Referee Bobel that separates them. Left hand to the body by Speed Walls. Right hand to the body tried by Speed Walls. He's jabbing to the body and trying to throw left hands to the body as well. And up top they tangle once again. Referee Brent Bovell separates them. Right hand missing. There's left hand over the top by Speed Walls. Richardson tries the right hand and they tangle once again. And Brent Bovell warns Speed Walls are using his shoulder. In the clinch there. Over left jazz by Speed Walls. Richardson may not have been ready for that particular situation because he didn't counter very well that time. Heading to the final minute of the third round. Left hand over the top by Speed Walls. And they tangle once again. Referee Brent Bovell lets them work their way out of the clinch this time. They tangle up against the blue corner off to our right, the Richardson corner. And referee Bovell then separates them. Right there, left hand over the top, missing by Richardson. Right hand to the body. Right hand to the body by Speed Walls. Left hand over the top by Speed Walls, just misses. Left hand over around the corner by Richardson, misses. Right hand missing. They tangle once again. And they tangle once again, and referee Bovell separates them. Warren Speed Walls keep his head up. Inside the final minute, third round, scheduled for 6. Right hand missing by Richardson. They tangle once again. See what they do inside. And both men trying to land shots inside. Richardson holding on to the right arm of Speed Walls. I think he got warned there by Brent Bovell. Heading to the final seconds of the third round. They're scheduled for 6. Once again, Richardson handles left hand. They tangle once again. And Speed Walls throws left hand to the body at the bell. And I think what's saving Speed Walls in that situation is that Deion Richardson has not been as active as he was in the first 2 rounds.
And you know what? I think the right adjustment that Speed Walls did was the fact that he slowed down a little. He settled in a little bit now. Now you see him starting to double, triple up his jab a little bit and then start to go to the body. He started to step around Richardson a little bit more so he's not able to get countered. And Richardson's not able to make that adjustment yet. So now the thing is, will Richardson be able to make the adjustment and slow his pace down and watch what Speed Walls is throwing at him because he did slow down. Now this time, can Richardson counter off the slower moving Speed Walls? That's the thing.
Get ready for the 4th round. Round 4, scheduled for 6. Right jab by Speed Walls. Right hand missing by Richardson. They tangle once again. Referee Brent Bovell separates them. Inside the clinch. And Brent Bovell warns Deion Richardson to get off of Speed Walls' head. And Speed Walls gets warned for lowering his head in. Left right hand missing by just inside by Richardson there. They got tangle once again. Right hand to the body by Richardson. A couple good right hands to the head by Richardson. Right hand to the body. I think the Richardson camp that they hurt Speed Walls with those right hands. The right hand by Speed Walls, however, coming out. right hook. Entangle once again. Right hand missing by Richardson. They clash heads once again, but nothing, no damage done. Heading to the halfway point of the fourth round. Scheduled for 6. Oh, left hand over the top by Devontae Speed Walls. Right hand by Richardson. Left hand tangle. Once again, and a short shot inside off the break by Richardson. Referee Brent Bovell will talk to him about keeping it clean. Right hand to the body that time. Both men landed. That's right hand by Speed Walls. Both men landed to the body that time with right hands. And I really thought Richardson's, from our angle, got a little bit more damage in. Right hand over the top by Richardson. Referee Brent Bovell separate them. Time for the right hand over the top. They tangle once again. We head toward the final moments of the fourth round. Scheduled for 6. Speed Walls missing with the right hand. Raw with a nice right hand, but Speed Walls almost lost his mouthpiece, so he may get taking a shot in close too. Final seconds, fourth round. Richardson stumbles in and tangle once again. The bell rings. And although Speed Walls got some shots in, Richardson came back with his offense in this fourth round.
And that's one thing I noticed. It's because of the reason that Rawls is bending over at the hips instead of bending at the knees. And he's running, when he's bending over at the hips, he's running into a lot of those shots that Richardson's throwing underneath. And that's what it making, he's getting caught with those some shots. And now I see it's starting to look like it's taking a toll on him because Speed Rawls is starting to feel some of those. And before the bell rung, he got caught. And a couple of body shots Richard landed on him, it was able to hurt Rawls too. So right now, I bet you Richardson's corner is telling him to pick it up a little bit more and press him a little bit more and then take him in some deep water, which Rawls has only been in one time.
Yeah, I thought that Richardson's camp may have thought their man hurt Rawls with a couple of shots in there.
And I think one of those shots did, and I think they saw what we saw.
There you go. Time is called. They're trying to get everything out of the Richardson corner. Here we go, round 5. Deion Richardson in the black and white Tiger trunks. Taking a combination a little bit from Devontae Speed Rawls in the white trunks with the blue trim. Gary Digital Williams alongside Juan Marshall at ringside. And Richardson lands the left hand to the shoulder of Speed Walls. Left hand by Speed Walls coming off the quick jabs. Speed Walls flick those jabs out and land the left hand over the top. Right hand missing by Richardson. Left hand over the top. Left hand by Richardson, but left hand in return on Speed Walls. Right hand by Richardson to the body. Richardson missing with a right uppercut. Speed Walls tries the right to the body.
Get your hands up!
They tangle once again. And referee Brent Bovell separates them. Time is called. And once again, this time the right shoe of Devontae Speed Walls comes to loose, the shoelaces. Early in the fight was the left shoe. Interesting bout is we're in midway through round 5, scheduled for 6. Right, left and right missing by Speed Walls. Left hand on the top and a good uppercut by Richardson. And a right hand by Richardson. Richardson lands a couple of shots here in the 5th round. Now Speed Rawls with a left hand on the top of the head. Left right hand to the body by Speed Rawls. Right hand returned by Richardson. Heading to the final minute of the 5th round, scheduled for 6. Right hand to the body by Speed Rawls, misses. Right hand, good right hand by Richardson, return.
Richardson's right cheek is starting to swell up a little bit, right up beside the eye.
Right hand, oh, good left hand by Richardson. There's an exchange there. Richardson got the better with the left hand, left hook. Big Balls trying to throw right to the body. Once again, Brent Bovell warning about the front feet of each man. We're here to the final seconds of the 5th round. Right hand missed it by Richardson. They tangle once again. Final seconds, 5th round. Right hand there by Speed Rawls. And right hand to the body hit the bell, but Speed Rawls is not out of this one at all. I mean, as far as he's not ahead that Rich has looked for a knockout, I think he's still in this fight.
Yeah, Richardson's starting to step it up a little bit more each round, but like we're going into the final round, so he's definitely going to have to go for the knockout. But he has the power to do it. And some of those shots that he's throwing at Rawls, he's actually landing in them. And it looks like it's taking its toll on Rawls a little bit because it's making Rawls stagger back a little bit. It's shaking him up a little bit, but he's still able to withstand those shots and be able to put some punches together of his own. And now, going to this round right here, I'm thinking Davis is going to tell him to pick up the pace a little bit more and pick up his punch count to close this round out to win this round over for the judges.
So it may come down to who will finish stronger in this 6th and final round. Here we go, final round. Oh man, Speed Rawls trying to start off with the right jab. Undefeated string on the line for Devontae Speed Rawls. He's 8-0-1, 6 KOs. Deon Richardson just 2-1, but both his wins by knockout. Both men standing in the middle of the ring. Right hands to the body by Speed Rawls. Takes for the right jab. Try to feint. And Richardson tries the right hand in close. Right hand to the body by Richardson. Right hand to the body misses by Speed Rawls. Both men land shots. Right hand to the body. This is left hand up top by Richardson. That lands. Right hand to the body. Left hand to the body by Richardson. First minute, final round. Richardson trying to walk Speed Rawls down. Right hand by Richardson misses. Right hands to the body by Speed Rawls. Trying the right jab to the body. Left hand by Richardson. Richardson waits for Speed Rawls to come up, tries to throw punches, they tangle right near our real-time pain-relief location. They tangle once again, and Brent Bovell separates them. Halfway through the final round. Richardson tries to throw right hand, misses. They tangle once again, and referee Brent Bovell separates them. So far, we've seen a lot of clinches tonight. There's left hand by Speed Rawls, left jab, left right hand in close, and they tangle once again. Mouthpiece comes out. I believe that mouthpiece is out of Speed Rawls. That may have come from that right hand that Richardson landed there.
When Speed Rawls is trying to develop his offense, he's lacking up on his defense. That's why he's able to get caught coming in, because he's not covering up when he's trying to throw his jab, and also when he's trying to throw the hook behind the jab.
Right hands to the body by Speed Walls. Right hand to the body by Richardson. Left hand up top misses by Richardson. Right hand, yeah, good right hand up top. And left hand by Richardson in the counter. So the one thing, again, Deion Richardson has done to negate the speed of Speed Walls, they may have also exposed his defense as well, lack thereof. Something that Speed Walls has not really had to use in his previous bouts. There's the right hand by Richardson. Inside the final minute, final seconds of the sixth and final round. Left hand by Richardson, they tangle once again. Left hand by Richardson, and Richardson throws a punch. Speed Walls slips, but no knockdown as bout finishes up.
Richardson closed those last couple of rounds kind of good, but was it a little too late? That's the thing.
That'll be interesting. And again, we said that defensive lapses that Speed Walls has had. You know, the earlier bouts he's had, this is the first time he's gone a full 6 rounds in his pro career. And he did not have to show a lot of defensive skills because he was so well on the offense because a lot of his opponents could not handle the fast hands. Tonight, he saw an opponent that could handle that and could have pulled off the upset. Who knows?
And that's where he is in his career. When you started getting matched up with a little tougher opponents that know a little bit more than the previous opponents that you faced already. And Richardson is that type. You know, like we said, it's not the quantity of fights that he has; it's the quality. And it speaks for Sproles himself. 9 fights, but his quality wasn't as good as the quality of the fighters that Richardson brought to him tonight.
Just 3 bouts.
Just with 3 bouts.
Our judges for this one, Paul Wallace, Don Risher, and Kenny Chevalier. So this could be a very interesting decision here in our second bout. Our co-feature will be up next. Dangerous Down the Wall taking on Zarvek Nishinbayev. In our main event, Jesse Beast Nicklow and Chauncey Fields. Waiting the scorecards at ringside. Could be another interesting decision here. Of course, our first bout, Ernest Hall won by majority decision over Tyrone Wright.
We got a lot of boxing royalty here tonight. Where's my piece of paper? Can you hear that right there? Can you hear that right there? Oh my goodness. Lord Gordon is here. Eric Brown is here. Former Boxing Hall of Famer Jake the Snake Smith. Axel Taylor, Boxing Hall of Famers here. Louis Butler, Hall of Famer. Lou Vincent, Boxing Hall of Famer. They're all here tonight. We're going to get them up here a little later on tonight. I just want to say hello. Mark T. Sharp Johnson, world champion, is here tonight.
Hall of Famer. awaiting the decision at ringside.
Back on top here. Did y'all do the Junior Olympics? I talked to Ricky, he said they did a 5 gold. They did a team in juniors and then
we did that. Bantam and novice.
Yeah, okay. We're gonna see because Maryland, I think before you the Olympic champ for one of them guys, they did like meet with the governor.
Yeah.
Last year, 2 years back. So we're gonna see if we can do something with the mayor.
Oh, great.
See.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna get you right up. He's gonna send me something. But
Okay.
2 years in a row, they did the juniors team gold.
Oh, great.
2 years
Fantastic.
in a row.
Great.
Now this year, I think he said Bantam.
Yeah.
You're not giving me
Now
the
I'm
tape.
in Bantam.
Tape off the record. Damn. Okay, well, that's still good news. We are. Tell me. You don't put the T clothes though, right?
Kenny Shimani scores it 58-56 in favor of Rawls. And Judge Don Risser scores it 55-59. The winner out of the red corner.
Well, Dion Richardson apparently has won his contest. Actually, Kurt McEwen was kind of confusing on the scorecard, but I think we got it here. Paul Wall scored about 58-56, and Don Risher scored about 59-55, both for Richardson. And Speed Walls scored about 58-56 for Speed Walls. So Dion Richardson raises his record to 3-1, 2 KOs. Devontae Speed Walls falls for the first time in his pro career. He's now 8-1-1, 6 KOs. So interesting decision win for Speed Walls.
Yeah, it was. It came down to those last couple of rounds that Richardson, pressed the issue a little bit more than what Rawls was doing, because some of the punches Richardson was landing, it was noticeably starting to hurt Rawls a little. Wasn't hurting him to the point where he was out of the fight, but it hurt enough to let the judges know that that's what happened.
Okay. Yeah, just a tough one all the way around. But again, once again, let's go to the score one more time. Paul Wall scored about 58-56, and Don Risher scored about 59-55, both for Dion Richardson. And Devontae Speed Walls got the win on Kenny Chevalier's card by the score of 58-56. Once again, Devontae Speed Walls loses for the first time in his pro career. He's now 8-1-1, 6 KOs. And Dion Richardson, second straight win over a previously undefeated fighter. He's now 3-1, 2 KOs. Coming next, our co-feature, Dangerous Donald Walls, taking on Zarbek, the Uzbek warrior, Nishinbayev. Back in a moment here from Michael's 8th Avenue in Glen Burnie, Maryland, right here on the Box On Belly Google app for Android. And we thank our listeners as well on Spreaker.com and iHeartRadio.com. Stay with us. Who did say, but as long as he's corrected, it's fine. I thought he won it, but he couldn't run either way. They made him look more hurt than he actually was.
It definitely shows. He saw his power, baby. He saw his power. What was his weight?
139.
He weighed what, 36?
Yeah, 136, yeah.
Playing with it. Let's start looking at that. What was it? 2-1? Man, that's a good thing, though.
This knocked off the guy who was 5-0 last fight.
So it's on in. Now we knocked off the dude. 8-0.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, he don't stay around like say, he's a farm, he's like, and then when you do go over there, they slam up.
Well, that's where you're at when you got all your time.
He was hearing the stereo, still wasn't.
Definitely that.
And now look, I was defensive. I wasn't even, like, all that stuff was like, what happened there? He's like, the commission didn't do anything wrong. I'm like, I didn't say you guys did anything wrong.
We're ready for our third fight tonight. Third out of 4. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming out tonight to Michael's 8th Avenue. Amateur bouts, professional
I
bouts.
don't know why you got to
This is how we do.
I'm not asking you, I'm asking you a question. Like, maybe he doesn't want anything, a bad
We
reputation
are
for his name, but that wasn't his
fighters
fault.
to move towards the ring.
I mean, he is taking a long
Don
time to tabulate the
Wallace.
scores. He's taking a very long time to tabulate the scores, but
In Zabrika, Ishmael
I thought Rawls won.
to the ring.
Close.
I thought it was close. I thought it was out, but I wouldn't have been surprised if it was
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I say either one very close or no.
59, 55.
That means he totally dominated, and then he saw they dominated.
58, 56 either way, that's fine. Oh well.
I I was so high on him when he first started.
He looked good in the first couple rounds, like his speed.
No, I'm talking about this guy right here. Nishin Baez. Amateurs, he was nice.
I think this could be a good fight, though, honestly. Well, I mean, I know I didn't see Wallace's first fight, but he was like okay last fight. I mean, Clark's a tough guy, but I think this would be a tougher fight than he thinks, maybe.
I just wondering about his 2 years, though. It's been 2 years.
Some guys need that, though, to take a break. You never know.
But he just started his career.
It works either way.
Probably be having a little amateur.
Burn out a little bit. Jake's always mad when this guy's tough, though. Like, why is Richardson back? The heavy or the cruiserweight the last time? No, what was his name? The cruiserweight from Met. He fought that 6 foot like 3 guy. He was making his pro debut against Marquez Williamson. Desmond Towns. Well, like, where is he at? I would like to see him again. Or Bowling. I like him.
Ladies and gentlemen, our third bout of the night. Scheduled for 4 rounds. Fighting the red corner.
It's going to be interesting.
Weighing in at 166 pounds. From Baltimore, Maryland, Donald Wallace. Out of the red corner. Fighting out of the blue corner, weighing 164 pounds. From Arlington, Virginia, the Uzbek Warrior. Zavivek Nishmaev, the Uzbek Warrior. Scheduled for 4 rounds.
So our co-feature getting underway. Dangerous Donald Wallace out of Baltimore, Maryland, taking on Zavivek Nishinbayev out of Arlington, Virginia, by way of Kyrgyzstan. Dave Brazel is your referee. From scheduled 4 rounds. Wallace in the black trunks with the red trunks with the white, black, and red trim, and Nishinbayev in the red trunks with the black trim.
More like a pink.
Yeah, I guess there is a little bit of pink in there as well. Round 1 was scheduled for 4. Our co-feature here tonight from Michael's 8th Avenue in Glen Burnie, Maryland. Alongside Juan Marshall, I'm Gary Digital Williams. Thanks for joining us and staying with us throughout the evening. Packed house here at Michael's 8th Avenue in Glen Burnie, Maryland. Wallace trying to throw the left hand. Wallace. Trying to throw left hands. Nishinbayev trying to throw right hand in close. He's kind of running out of the southpaw stance. Oh, he's really squared up in front of Wallace right now. They tangle once again up against the ropes. Wallace, Nishinbayev trying to throw right hands with his free hand. Finally, Dave Brazel separates them. Left hand by Nishinbayev. Right hand on top of the right hand by Wallace. That makes Nishinbayev stumble a little bit. They throw left in the center of the ring here. Nishinbayev not fought. And the right hand by Wallace in close. First minute, round 1. Right hand thrown by Nishinbayev. Right hand by Nishinbayev. Uppercut by Nishinbayev. Left hand by Nishinbayev. And they come off the ropes. Nishinbayev not fought since July of 2015. Almost 2 years to the day. Right hand missing by Wallace. Nishinbayev with right hands over our real-time payment location. Nishinbayev throwing an uppercut. Left hand to the body by Nishinbayev. They tangle once again. Referee Dave Brazel separates them.
Nishinbayev has a bloody nose.
Right left hand by Down Wallace. Nishinbayev throwing shots. Oh, good left hand by Nishinbayev up against the ropes. On the far side of the ring near the red corner. That's Wallace's corner. They tangle referee. Dave Brazel has to separate them. Heading to the final minute of the first round, scheduled for 4. Nishinbayev looks like he may have a cut near the nose there. Right hand by Nishinbayev.
All day.
Wallace lands the left hand. Tries the left jab once again. Nishinbayev bobbing and weaving back and forth. Right hand by Nishinbayev. Wallace tries a shot in close, misses. Nishinbayev gets a shot in close. Right hand over the top by Nishinbayev. Tangle once again. Referee Brazel separates him. Final seconds, first round. Both men having their moments in this first round. Nishinbayev tries to throw a left hand. Right hand misses by Nishinbayev. Now, we've seen Nishinbayev land that overhand right. Saw it a couple years ago when he knocked out Norman Allen with a similar punch. Do you think he can do it again against a guy like Don Wallace that's a little bit more skilled than Allen does?
Even when he was trying to land that right hand, I saw the fact that Wallace was able to get his in and actually stun Nishinbayev a little bit when they was in exchange in this far right hand, right off the blue corner right here. And
Coming up round 2.
Nishinbayev was still able to stay in there and exchange with him. But now I think this fight is going to be who lands the hardest shot first. Solid shot. I think that's what's going to be the tail of this fight right here.
Now, who does that favor? Does that favor Nishinbayev or that favor Wallace? But Nishinbayev, we've seen Nishinbayev get into a position like that. That's what happened against Norman Allen when he knocked him out.
And the way it's going, we've seen it from Nishinbayev, but we know Wallace has that capability also.
Here we go, round 2, scheduled for 4. And time is called. Referee Dave Brazel, and Nishinbayev forgot his mouthpiece there. And here we go. Left hand misses by Nishinbayev. They throw quick left jabs. Both men out of the conventional stance. Nishinbayev 2-1, 2 KOs. Don Wallace 2-0-1, 1 KO. Left hand misses by Nishinbayev. Left hand to the body by Nishinbayev. Left hand again by Nishinbayev. Left hand over the top by Wallace a little bit. First minute, round 2. Left hand by Nishinbayev. Left hand to the body. Good left hand up top by Nishinbayev. Land a short left hand to the body. Left hook to the body. Then followed up with a left hook to the head. Another left hook by Nishinbayev. Right hand to the body by Nishinbayev. Wallace trying to land shots from distance. But Nishinbayev coming in. They tangle once again in the far neutral corner. And referee Dave Brazel separates them. Left jab by Wallace that time. Halfway through round 2, scheduled for 4. Left hand to the body by Wallace. Another jab to the body, right hand up top by Nishinbayev. And wild left hand by Nishinbayev. Right hand, left hand to the body by Nishinbayev. Left jab misses, right hand underneath by Nishinbayev misses. Both men tangle. Referee Dave Brazel separates them. Right hand missing by Nishinbayev. Left hand over the top by Wallace. Wallace with a good right uppercut in close. And Nishinbayev throws combinations and keeps him off. Right hand over the top by Nishinbayev. Nishinbayev tries a short left hand, can't get in there. Wallace got a left hand in there though. Here to the final moments of the second round. Oh, good right hand in close by Nishinbayev. And that hurt down on Wallace. Right, they tangle once again up against the ropes. Our real-time pain relief location. As we're in our real-time pain relief ringside seats. Heading to the final moments of the second round, scheduled for 4. Nishinbayev may have thrown the first damaging blow in his bout thus far. So he laid a right hand in close late in the second round.
And that's what I was just discussing in the previous round. Which guy's going to land that shot? And like you said, Nishinbayev may have that advantage because that's what he's known for doing. But Wallace was able to come back and land a shot of his own. But the thing is, Nishinbayev is actually showing that toughness that he has, but kept coming forward even after getting caught. And he was still trying to land that right hand.
Take your shoes off, guys. Take those shoes off. Get the whole water, man.
Head to the third round. Here we go, round 3, scheduled for 4. Good bout so far, co-feature. Right hand to the body by Nishinbayev. Right hand missing. Balls with his short left hand in close, but Nishinbayev lands a shot to the body, right hand. Both men wearing red trunks, red and black. Add a little pink for Don Wallace. Don Wallace complaining with a headbutt. Everyday Brazzo doesn't say anything about that. Nishinbayev trying to throw his left jab. Left hand misses by Nishinbayev. Right hand follow misses as well. Wow, right hand misses over the top by Nishinbayev. Left jab by Nishinbayev. Wallace trying to get some offense going, but he seemed not to be able to at this point. Here's a left jab. Tries left hook, misses. Both men missed the right hand there. Heading to the halfway point of the third round, scheduled for 4. Right hand to the body by Nishinbayev. Man tries the left hand, misses. Left jab by Wallace. Nishinbayev tangles in, and they tangle once again. Referee Dave Brazzo separates them near the center of the ring. Left hand by Wallace in close, catching with the counter. Right hand to the body. Left hand up top by Nishinbayev. Wallace turned his head in the last moment, so that probably negated some of the power of that blow. Left hand by Wallace. Both men in the center of the ring now, bobbing, weaving. Nishinbayev uses his shoulder, goes in. And Dave Brazzo separates them. Final minute of the third round. We're scheduled for 4. Left hand to the body by Nishinbayev. Pushes Wallace away. Left hand to the body, misses by Wallace. Nishinbayev staying on the outside right now. Bayev looking, probing for an opening. Wallace tries the right hand, misses. Left hand in close by Nishinbayev. Right hand misses by Nishinbayev. Right left hand by Wallace. That lands. Another left hand by Wallace. That backs Nishinbayev into the neutral corner right above our real-time pain relief. Ringside seats. We're down to 10 seconds of the third round. They tangle once again. And that'll do it, but a nice late flurry there by Dangerous Donald Wallace.
Yeah, definitely was a nice flurry. And what I noticed, he's neglecting the fact that Nishinbayev is trying to land that right hand, so he has a tighter guard now. So he's protecting himself a little bit more. But Nishinbayev, I notice now, is not too overly aggressive like he was in earlier rounds. He's slowing it down a little bit to try to set up the right hand more. by using his jab a little bit more often and wait for that opening to open up so he can deliver the right hand that he wants to take to deliver. But Wallace is like I said, is neglecting that and is looking for the right hand because he knows that's the only shot that Nishin Baez is trying to land on him.
You're listening to live coverage of the Baltimore Pro Boxing card from Michael's 8th Avenue in Glen Burnie, Maryland. Here on the Boxing on the Beltway Google app for Android. Welcome my listeners as well on Spreaker.com and iHeartRadio.com. Alongside Juan Marshall, I'm Gary Digital Williams. Our co-feature heading to the fourth and final round. Dangerous Donald Wallace, undefeated 2-0, 1 draw, 1 KO. And Zarbek Nishinbayev out of Arlington, Virginia. 2-1, 2 KO. Donald Wallace goes out of Baltimore, Maryland. Nishinbayev lands a shot in close, as does Wallace. They tangle once again. Wallace complaining the headbutt once again. This time he will get a warning. Nishinbayev will get a warning from referee Dave Braslow. They tangle once again. Referee Braslow separate them. Whole lot of clinching going on tonight here in our bout so far. Left hand by Wallace. Good left hand in close. Right hand by Nishinbayev lands to the chest of Wallace. Right hand missing by Nishinbayev. They tangle once again near the blue corner. Wallace, Nishinbayev's corner. They tangle once again. Good left hand up front by Nishinbayev. Another left hand. Nishinbayev missing uppercut. Right hand missing by Wallace. They tangling close. Referee Dave Braslow lets him go at it. They work it inside in close quarters. Right hand by Nishinbayev. Nishinbayev ducks and lands the right hand, just glancing off the face of Donald Wallace. Right hand by Wallace in close, and finally Braslow separates them. And referee Dave Braslow warning Nishinbayev to stop using his head. Left jab by Nishinbayev, right hand misses over the top. Misses the right hand over the top again, does Nishinbayev. They tangle once again. Right hand missing by Nishinbayev, left hand to the body by Nishinbayev. Wallace tangles, they tangle once again, and Wallace tries a combination to break his way out. Neither one lands. Heading to the final minute of the final round. Right hand to the body by Nishinbayev. Right hands, combination by Wallace, but Nishinbayev with a right hand of his own up top. This could be another close bout here. Left hand by Nishinbayev, they tangle once again. Wallace tries the left hand and misses. Left hand to the body misses by Nishinbayev, but right hand misses, gets underneath there. Left hand by Nishinbayev. Bayev now back on the outside. We head toward the final moments of the final round. Right hand to the body misses by Nishinbayev. They tangle once again. Final seconds, final round. Wallace with the left hand in close. Both men tangle. They're going to battle away in the final seconds of the round. And that will do it. Nishinbayev lands the right hand, the bell. And that will be another close decision coming up here from Michael's 8th Avenue.
I think what I saw Nishinbayev, the more aggressive fighter in every single round. And he was the fighter that was coming forward and pressing the issue every single round. Wallace had his moments and had his spurts throughout rounds, but it was the consistency of Nishinbayev through each and every round that I might gave him the edge in this fight.
We have to wait and see. Once again, the judges, Paul Wallace, Don Richer, Kenny Chevalier. Our main event will be next. Jesse Bisniclo taking on Chauncey Field.
Your judges, Kenny Chevalier, Don Richer, and Paul Wallace, Tom Keemer, and John Bernowski, and your scorekeeper, Patrick Panella. We'll have a winner shortly.
decision coming up. This could be another close one again. They're with us for the official decision.
We've seen some tough fights here now since Jake been coming back at the Michael Xavier Avenue. We haven't seen fighters that were sure wins. If they won, they had to actually earn it.
Question about it. That goes to the good work of Brian Hagan, the matchmaker, who's done an outstanding job and bringing some close bouts here.
Curious to see after this bout right here what Nishin Baez is going to do. Is he going to continue to try to stay steady inside the ring now and not taking any more layoffs and stay back active again, or how is he going to take his career?
We'll see. That was maybe based on what we see in this decision, this bout. Petronella having a conference with Kirk McEwen. Could be another close decision here.
Think another split decision, maybe?
Could be. We've already had one majority. We've had one split decision tonight. Ernest Hall wins by majority decision over Tyrone Wright. And about just prior to this one, Devontae Speed Rawls lost by split decision to Deion Richardson. Here's Kirk McEwen.
Judge Paul Wallace scores it 36-40. Judges Kenny Chevalier and Don Richard scored 37-39. For the winner, out of the blue corner, Nishin Baez. Your winner by decision.
So Zarbek Nishin Baez wins by unanimous decision. Paul Wall scored about 40-36. And Don Fisher and Kenny Chevalier scored about 39-37 for Zarbek Nishin Baez, who makes his return a successful one after almost 2 years. He's now 3-1, 2 KOs, goes distance. Once again, dangerous Donald Wallace, he loses for the first time. His record now 2-1-1, 1 KO. Coming up on main event, Jesse Beast Nicklo in a rematch against Chauncey Fields. Stay with us right here on the Boxing on the Belt with Google app for Android and on Speaker.com and iHeartRadio.com. Welcome back, sir.
It was a little bit challenged after 2 years.
All right, a little bit challenged after 2 years. Zarbek Nishin Baez just told us as he came by our ringside area. So a big win for him, though. Coming back after 2 years, he did a job.
2-year layoff. But you know what? He still had that same drive that he did. Like, he never lost it. You know, he stayed competitive throughout each and every round. And I'm not surprised of it, but I didn't think it was going to be this.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a little rusty, but to me, I didn't see any rust.
Back with our main event, just a moment. Stay with us.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out. Look, I see a lot of old heads out there, man.
Number first, you know it's
Yeah,
This
right.
was for my father who passed away yesterday, 4 years ago. Thank you, man. I see all my boys out here, and all my father's friends, not all. One hell of a lot. One hell of a lot. My aunt, Colleen, some Giannis, and Gregory. I love you guys. Thanks for coming out. I know you appreciate this. I name everybody if I could. Thank you so much. My father's looking down. He's appreciating all this too. He's trying to make me lose weight by running around this corner all night long. You know that?
Walls wasn't aggressive enough.
Also, I quit.
He should have been a draw, maybe.
Like I'm telling Dizzy, if you didn't think it was time,
All right, everybody.
could have got the nod. But
We're doing the national anthem, so everybody can stand up. We're also going to do a 10 count for my father. And my man right here, I can't forget him. My man Kirk Jewell from 98 Rock. He kicked that ass tonight, man. So please stand for the national anthem, and we're going to do a 10 count.
Do the 10 count.
Brodowski, can you give me the 10 count, please? Everybody bow our head for the 10 count, please. Goes up to my father, Phil Bushwhacker. Thanks, Dad. John, give me one more for good luck. Thank you. Now, everybody stay lifted and elevated for my man. This guy kicks ass too. Wick! I know you, Wick!
Can I get an autograph?
I should have knew that was coming.
Yeah.
What's going on, Royals? How y'all doing tonight? Come on, let's have a round of applause for these fighters. And can we cue it? And then take the snake of love over here. Oh, sweet, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the Rockies rocked the guns burst hey, proved through the night that our flag was still saved us that star-spangled Wait like a songbird out here. Ladies and gentlemen, one bout left.
So Witt gives out
Michael's 8th Avenue.
our national anthem as usual, and of course the night tonight dedicated to Jake Smith's father,
Cruiserweight champion from right here.
legendary Murray Bushwhacker Smith.
What's up, Boom? Our next bout between Nick Lowe and Fields is coming up shortly.
Stay with us for our main event in just a moment.
Next, Nick Lowe and Fields.
How you doing, bud?
Good to see you.
Good to see you always. You know that.
Huh?
Say good to see you always. You know that.
Yeah, it's too rare.
Yeah.
But I had to come out. Jake's like doing it for his father. I'm like, all right, I'll be there.
Definitely.
Don't guilt me into it. He's like, I know who my friends are. He's writing on Facebook. He's like, I know who my friends are. I'm like, all right, I'm coming. Oh my God, and then seeing Mark.
Yeah, definitely.
They were ragging on him good. They were talking about they're like, oh, when you were at the Hall of Fame, you put the Just for Men in your beard. Oh my God, they were just tearing it up.
Oh, that's wild. That's wild. So the band, Andy's band doing well, huh?
Oh my God.
Great.
They drove 10 hours to Midland, Texas today.
Wow.
10 hours.
Wow. His brother's band, 805 Jive. Oh, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again,
You heard that album, right?
Yeah, I have, what's the song called?
South
Old
Broadway,
Enough to Be My Son. I have that on my playlist.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
Hey, you got any ideas on how we can get a show up here for that?
I'd love to see him here.
I don't know how to do it. I mean, I'm tempted to put it on myself.
Why don't you use Bethesda Blues and Jazz?
Oh, they would kill it.
That'd be a great place.
There or the Hamilton, like that.
Yeah.
But how do you do that?
I don't know. We had to
They
contact
don't
them
even
direct.
need a lot of money. They'd come for $1,500, $1,600.
Maybe they can contact them directly. People who run that place.
I don't know how to figure it out.
Yeah, we'll find out.
But we need them up here. That would be fun.
I'd love to see them here.
I feel like we don't, like friends like you, and everyone would bring people.
Oh, definitely.
I'll think on it some more. But if you got any ideas, you know anybody?
We'll do.
You're all hooked up. Come on.
I'm on whatever. I'll see what I can do.
Hey, and off script,
Yeah,
I just want to say thank you so much for coming out on a Thursday night for amateur and professional boxing right here in Michael's 8th Avenue. Thank you so much for coming out.
I know who he is.
Appreciate y'all.
So, like, his girlfriend's sitting over there with Lucian, right? And I go, oh, I didn't mean to interrupt. She goes, oh, no, I'm just with him. Pointed to her. I go, oh, man, he's good.
1 pound left.
She goes, yeah, and I go,
Nick Lowe
I go, I don't want to tell you what to
versus
do.
Fields.
But you know what would be really nice? The kid came out of the ring crying. Just go back. You should just go back there and go, hey, I haven't been doing this too long. I made a mistake. I didn't mean anything by it. And she's like, and Boone's like, that's a good idea. So she goes, you know what? I'm going to do that. And she went over and said it to him, right? He comes back around and he looks at me and he goes, this isn't Vegas. I didn't say a word. Right?
Wow.
Like, that's bad. That's hard.
I know.
I mean, when you could die in the ring, and you put your whole life on it, and then they announce that you won and you did not.
Right. That's tough.
It doesn't take much to go say, I'm sorry.
Right.
And even if it does, even if they say get the fuck out of here, at least you go to bed at night and know you did it.
That's right. Exactly.
Right?
At least you tried to make it better.
Right, at least you tried to make it better. Everything else good?
Everything's great.
I know. I see, Facebook changed the whole realm.
Yeah.
Because I can look and see you and your wife and everything's good. And I'm like, all right, I go to bed now that Gary's safe.
Nick Lowe and Fields to the ring.
Thank you.
To the ring.
My brother. You're on the road. Can you take us?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I know it's like old, but just an hour.
To the ring.
Too good. It's almost like lovers. I'm a little weird. This thing was weird. Oh, the way.
All right, guys. Take care.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, tonight's
Not for a
section
long time.
Oh, yeah.
and supervised by the Maryland State Athletic Commission. Our fourth and final bout, professional.
Chauncey Grimfield comes to the ring here for our main event. Here Here with Michael St. Andrews, Glen Burnie, Maryland. Alongside Warren Marshall, I'm Gary Digital Williams. Having a lot of fun here tonight. Visiting my great people. Talk to the two-time Eclipse Award-winning horse race reporter John Simon, who also outstanding boxing reporter in his day, wrote for Ring Magazine among others. And I want to promote his brother's band called 805 Jive. If you've not heard this band, you need to hear them. You're Young Enough to Be My Son, one of their big songs, and they are an outstanding blues band. And Andy Simon, I believe, plays electric guitar in the band. So I do want to promote him as well a little bit. Good man, good family.
I noticed the difference already. I see a noticeably different thing about Fields already, and that's his size. He doesn't look drained. He doesn't look like he's sick. He's filled out, and plus he already weighed 174 pounds anyway, so that's a lot of weight to be bringing into the ring for this fight right here.
Yeah, the first time these two guys met in January this year, Niccolo won an 8-round unanimous decision, but Fields was really draining that he just come off the flu. And also a situation involving the weight tonight. Niccolo came in at 165.5 pounds. Chauncey Fields came in at 174. So there's a little bit of a different situation going in this bout as it was on January 13th when we were here at Michael's 8th Avenue for this bout.
Fighters in the ring.
Waiting for Jesse Beast Niccolo come to the ring.
Where's my fighter in the ring corner? Jake, come on now.
Chauncey Fields originally from Savannah, Georgia, now fighting out of Lynchburg, Virginia, out of the Hurt Factory. Scott Sigmund Gym.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Bushwhacker event, our final bout tonight, live at Michael St. Andrews in Lynchburg. My name is Stuart McEwen from 98 Rock and Roll.
The 2006 Beltway Boxing Rookie of the Year. And again, one of the biggest fan favorites in the Baltimore area is in the ring now, getting talked to by Kay Chevalier.
Our judges, Brent Bovell,
Here's ring announcer Kirk McEwen.
John Richter and David Braslow. Timekeeper John Gradowski, our scorekeeper, Mr. Patrick Panella. Fighting out of the red corner, weighing 165.4 pounds. Out of Brooklyn, Maryland, Jesse Niccolo. Out of Lynchburg, Virginia. Fighting out of the blue corner, weighing 174.4 pounds. With a record of 4-3 with 2 knockouts, Chauncey Fields. It's Niccolo versus Fields.
Right there is good, right?
Jesse Niccolo in the red trunks with the white and blue trim. And Chauncey Fields in the black trunks with the gold trim. Alongside Warren Marshall, I'm Gary Digital Williams. Thanks for staying with us. Our main event here from Michael's 8th Avenue in Glen Burnie, Maryland. Jesse the Beast Niccolo versus Chauncey Grim Fields. Niccolo won the first one by 8-round unanimous decision, 79-73 across the board. Left hand, both men play left hands. Right hand to the body by Niccolo. Left hand up top. There's right hand by Niccolo. Right hand to the body by Fields. And a good right hand by Niccolo. Solid right hand up top by Niccolo. Both men missing right hands there. Right hand there by Fields to the body, missing. Right hand to the body by Niccolo. There's the right hand missing by Fields. Left hand by Fields. Right hand on, good left hand by Niccolo. That's got Fields in a little bit of trouble, where Fields seems to work his way out of it. Right hand by Niccolo. They change right hand to the body. Left jab by Niccolo. A little bit of a jab. Left hand to the body by Niccolo. Niccolo now throws deep right hands. Good left hand by Fields in close. Niccolo goes out, seems to be okay. Heading to the halfway point of round one, scheduled for 8. Right hand to the head by Fields. Left hand by Fields. Right hand to the body. Left hand by Niccolo misses. Left hand by Fields misses. Right hand to the body by Niccolo. Niccolo just trying to walk Fields down. Right hand to the body. Left hand. Both men hanging left hands. Left hand to the body. Right hand up top by Niccolo. Right hand missing by Niccolo, by Fields, should say. Right hand missing by Niccolo. Fields gets his right hand blocked. Fields with the right hand in close. Inside the final minute of the first round, scheduled for 8. Right hand. Both men trying to change right hand to the body. Niccolo looks at the crowd as the crowd moves, but then lands a three-piece combination. To Fields' face and body. Another right hand by Niccolo. Final seconds, first round. Right hand over the top by Niccolo as the bell rings. So Niccolo looks a lot stronger in his first round. Remember the last time he fought Fields, he was coming off an almost 2-year layoff at the time.
Yeah, and these guys are really going to each other's body, I noticed. But what Niccolo is doing more than Fields is after Niccolo goes to the body, he works his way upstairs. And that's what Fields is not doing.
That's Ashley.
Niccolo standing in his corner.
From the Ritz Cabaret Gold.
Now Fields has not fought, I should say Niccolo's not fought since the last bout with Fields back in January. Fields has been stopped twice in back-to-back bouts earlier this month, like on March 11th and on May 13th. So he's fighting almost, actually 2 months to the day of his last bout. Here you go, round 2, scheduled for 8. And Niccolo tries to come out flying there. By shots by Niccolo. Fields tries to throw left hand. Tries to throw right hand to the body. That slaps a little bit. Right hand missing by Fields. Right hand by Fields. Niccolo tried to throw right jab as well. Right hand as well, I should say. Left jab by Niccolo. Right hand. Fields with 3 shots. 2 with the left, 1 with the right. Niccolo comes back with a nice right uppercut. Fields has a right uppercut in close as well. Now Niccolo goes to the body. Fields tries to lash out with the left hand. But good left hand by Niccolo. Right hand, left hand by Fields, followed by right hand. Then Niccolo comes back with body shots with both the right and left hands. Left jab by Niccolo to the face of Fields. First minute, round 2. Right hand with a top by Niccolo. So a slapping right hand, but it does land and gets the crowd excited. Uppercut by Fields with the right hand. He throws the right hand around the corner of Niccolo's guard. Right hand by Niccolo. Fields. Right hand. Right hand to the body, missing with the left hand to the head.
Up the middle.
Fields with the right hand to the face.
Come up the middle.
Niccolo tried to duck in, throws right hand over the top. Now tries to follow Fields down. He's been following Fields all throughout the first round half of this bout. Left hand by Fields. Right hand to the body by Fields. Right hand down the pike by Niccolo. Both men land each other with good. Oh, beautiful uppercut. And Fields come back with an uppercut. Niccolo landed a right uppercut, and Fields responded in kind. Right hand over the top by Fields. Right hand to the body by Fields, but Niccolo comes back with a right hand of his own. Body shot by Niccolo. Left hand body shot. Now Niccolo trying to cut the ring off on Fields. We head inside the final minute of the second round. Left hand by Fields. Left hook. His right hand by Niccolo. Fields feints to the right hand, doesn't do it. And this second round will come to an end. But both men starting to have their moments and starting to get some feeling going in this bout thus far.
Yeah, that was a pretty even round right there. Both of them have pretty much even exchanges throughout the round. And while Fields is actually stepping it up a little bit more, like I said, he was going to the body, but he wasn't working upstairs in the first round. But now in this round, he started moving upstairs a little bit more, and he actually caught Niccolo with a shot at. But Niccolo came back and caught him with a couple of exchanges. So right now in the second round, it's pretty even.
Scott Sigmund working the corner of Chauncey Fields, and we are kind of speculating that this bout could lead to a meeting between Niccolo and Sigmund in the ring for the third time. Maybe in September, we'll see. Round 3 was scheduled for 8. Again, that's just speculation. No first-hand inside knowledge either Arm Marshall or myself have in that situation. But it's something that's been talked about for a while between Jesse Niccolo and Scott Sigmund. Right hand by Niccolo. Then going right hand to the body by Fields in return. Left hand by Niccolo up top. Fields throws the left hand. Niccolo tries to split the guard, but Fields comes back with a couple good combinations. Good left hand, good right hand by Chauncey Fields. That's his best flurry tonight thus far in the first minute of round 3. Right hand by Niccolo. Right hand to the body. Good uppercut by Niccolo, but Fields comes back with a left-right combination of his own. No damage done. Right hand to the body by Fields. Left hand missing by Fields. Left hand by Fields. Wild left hands, but they're landing. We're to the halfway point of round 3. Left hand by Fields up top. Left hand. Fields that misses. The right hand over the top by Niccolo. Fields with wild shots, and Niccolo doing a good job ducking them. Then lands a couple shots to the body. Fields coming back with a couple good hand shots to the head. Right hand by Fields. Solid right hook. Straight right hand by Niccolo. Left hand to the body by Niccolo. Couple jabs by Niccolo. Niccolo doesn't jab very often. When he does do it with some good intensity. There's some body shots by Fields. Great uppercut. Right hand by Niccolo. but Fields comes back with the left hand. They're in close quarters now. Right hand to the body by Fields. Niccolo tries the uppercut once again, throws the right hand, and Fields comes back with the left hand to the head. Left hook to the head. Right hand, right hook by Fields, right hook by Niccolo in return. Left hand by Fields, right up to the head, left hook. Past the halfway point, round 3. Niccolo throws a straight left hand. There's the right hand by Fields. And close once again, right hand by Niccolo. Fields tries the right uppercut. Kind of splits the guard. Good uppercut, left hand by Niccolo. Fields throws a wild couple left and right hands. For the right hand. Final seconds, third round. Good round for Jesse Niccolo. He landed some good shots there. And the right hand by Niccolo. Left hand to the head by Niccolo as the round ends. So good third round for Jesse Niccolo. He landed some quality shots there.
Yeah, solid round. Now, these are the rounds when these guys been landing so many body shots. You get going into the fourth round now. We're going to see if those body shots start to take toll and break these fighters down a little bit. Even though Niccolo's been winning the earlier rounds with his shots, he's been catching some body shots also, because Wallace, I notice when he throws his punches, he throws everything into them. It's just not his arms. He puts his whole body into it. And so we're going to see how long these guys can take each other's body shots.
Zoe. That's your cargo right there, Zoe. Oh. Yeah, that looked good under the triggers, Mr. Winner.
Get ready for a fourth round, scheduled for 8.
Somebody's been drinking chocolate milk. That's all I'm saying. Somebody's been drinking
We
chocolate
are 4 rounds away from all 4 bouts going the distance. I think that may be the second time this has happened here at Michael's 8th Avenue. Left hand missing. There's Tangle once again. Jesse beats Niccolo 26-8-3 with 8 KOs. Right hand over the top. Undefeated in the state of Maryland, 25-0-3. Left hand missing by Niccolo. Gonna right uppercut. That back Fields up. Oh, beautiful uppercut there. Right uppercut. Right over real-time pay-per-view location. Fields tries to throw the right hand, but he throws the left hand and lands. Right hand to the body. Left hand to the body by Niccolo. But Niccolo finding a home with those uppercuts in the last round plus. Niccolo walking Fields down. Right over our real-time pain relief ringside seats. Left hand to the body by, good left hand by Niccolo. Right hand by Fields to the body. Heading to the halfway point of round 4. Fields tries to throw a combination with a good right hand to the body. Left hand uppercut. Right hand, left hand to the body. Left hand over the top by Fields. Niccolo got out of the way of a bulk of that, but it still sounded like it landed. Right hand to the body. There's right hand up top by Niccolo. Right hand to the body by Niccolo. Tries the left uppercut that misses. Right hand to the body. Right hand uppercut doesn't miss. Another straight right hand doesn't miss by Niccolo as well. Tries the uppercut once again. Left uppercut by Niccolo. Right hand by Fields in close. They're in the phone booth right now. Right hand by Fields. Fields come back with a wild right hand that lands.
Keep working, Justin. Keep working.
Right hand to the body by Niccolo once again. Fields said it doesn't hurt, which usually means it does. There's a left hand by Niccolo. Niccolo just went in close at the right hand by. Good right hand by Niccolo. Fields with a wild right hand. And almost pays for it with a right hand from Niccolo. Just dodges away from that. Inside the final minute of the fourth round, scheduled for 8. Solid round for Jesse the Beast Niccolo, the fan favorite out of Brooklyn, Maryland. Left hand by, good left hand by Fields, right hand by Niccolo in return. Both men exchange right hand and timeout called as the mouthpiece comes out, and looks like it comes out of the mouth of Chauncey Fields. Niccolo into his 11th year as a pro. Right hand. His left hand by Niccolo. Trying to land some shots. Fields with wild shots. We head toward the final seconds of the 4th round. But Niccolo just walking Fields down right now. And he seems Juan Marshall to have taken control of this contest.
We got us a fight tonight.
And that's what he needs to do. I think the experience of Niccolo, I think that's what he's going to do. He's going to try to drain Fields down a little more. And like I said earlier, Fields is putting everything into his punches. And sometimes when you put everything into your punches and you miss, it takes a lot out of you. And that's what he's doing a lot of. He's throwing a lot of heavy shots, but he's missing a lot of them. And he's over punching and he's out punching himself basically. And so I think Niccolo's going to take advantage of that.
Meanwhile, Niccolo has been throwing short punches in close.
I don't know. Yes, I do.
He's landing good uppercut. The uppercut is really finding a home. Midway through this bout, we head to the fifth round, scheduled for 8. River Michaels 8th Avenue. Juan Marshall, going by yours truly, Gary Digital Williams. Oh, they tango once again. I said the Digital. Never had an article to my name before. Gary Digital Williams. Thank you very much. 5th round, scheduled for 8. There's the left hand by Fields coming in right over our real-time pay-per-view location. Fields trying to throw left hands. Man trying to land shots. That's right hand. Double combinations there. Right hand by Niccolo coming out of that. And they just landing left and rights. And right hand by, good right hand by Niccolo. That may have Fields in a little bit of trouble, but he's backing up. The left hand by Niccolo. And Niccolo just seriously walking down Fields throughout this contest. Left hand to the body. Right hand by Niccolo. They tangle once again. Tangle really for the first time in the contest. Hasn't been a lot of clinches that Kenny Chevalier has had to separate in this one. Unlike the rest of the bouts we've had tonight.
Put him away, Jesse. Put
right
him away.
Fields with his hands down a little bit more. Niccolo starting to walk Fields down. Fields trying to throw shots. Left hand by, and there's a left hand by Fields. But Niccolo with stronger shots. Right hand to the body. Missing with an uppercut. Right hand by Niccolo. Right hand to the body by Niccolo. Hand to the foul man. Misses with a right uppercut. He steps away. Gives himself some distance. Fields tries to throw right hand. But Niccolo showing some decent defense as well tonight. Niccolo goes a little southpaw here. Goes left hand. Now he goes back conventional, starts landing left jab. Right hand missing by, good triple left hand by Jesse Niccolo. Right hand over the top. The left hand by Niccolo. And Fields with no offense in this 5th round. He threw a right hand there, now he tried to throw a left hand. But Niccolo showing no fear. Throws the right hand, lands a little bit. But the body shot's there by Niccolo. Trying to throw right hand over the top. And Fields just right now being a punching bag with feet in this 5th round. And the bell rings to end the 5th round, but it's been all Jesse Niccolo in the last couple of rounds here as Chauncey Fields with very little offense.
Yeah, Niccolo's definitely picking up the pressure. And he's just, like you say, he's walking Fields down. And Field doesn't have any answers for what Niccolo's doing. When Niccolo's putting the pressure on, Fields just backing up and not creating offense to actually fight back. And if he keeps doing that, he's going to find himself way behind on his scorecard.
NutritionMD.com. Great meals delivered right to your house at Knockout Nutrition.
Ready for the 6th round here.
MD.com. You're loving round 6 next.
The only other time Chauncey Fields was going 8 rounds was against Jesse Nicklow back on January 13th here at Michaels. There's a right hander. He started round 6 a little low there. But no word by referee Ken Chevalier, who has really not been part of the action at all tonight. Right hand over the top. There hadn't been a whole lot of clinches for him to really deal with. Wild left and right hand, wide left and right hand by Fields, but straight down the pike comes Jesse Nicklow, trying to cut the ring off. Right hand by Nicklow. Left hand by Nicklow. That turns Fields a little bit. Fields has been in retreat mode throughout the last 2 rounds plus now. Left hand by Fields. He's trying to land shots. Uppercut. This right hand by Nicklow. Trying to throw a combination. Nicklow just walking Fields down right now. Almost storming down on him. Throwing uppercut. There's the right hand. Right hand missing. There's the right hand missing by Fields. Right hand up top by Nicklow. Fields throwing, slapping left and right, but no damage whatsoever. Right hand to the body, good right uppercut by Nicklow. Uppercut again, right uppercut by Nicklow. Left hand, right hand by Nicklow. Nicklow, and combination, another right hand. Another right hand by Nicklow. Nicklow has Fields in total retreat mode right now, halfway through round 6. Right hand to the body by Nicklow. Right hand up top by Nicklow, just barely misses. That right hand, straight right hand, does not though. And Fields trying to burrow into Nicklow, but this is where Nicklow wants it, I think. And referee Ken Chevalier warns Fields for losing his head, that they were in close quarters there. Right hand to the head, right hand to the body by Nicklow. They tangle once again, almost their heads clash. Fields trying to throw left hand, throws right hand to the body. But again, his shots having very little effect at this stage. Nicklow once again walking Fields down. Right hand to the body. He's going backwards. Nicklow coming forward, left hand to the head, to the body. Fields with a slow left hand. Oh, great right hand to the head by Nicklow. Final seconds, 6th round. Jesse Nicklow taking complete control of this bout. And I think the Sigmund corner may have a decision to make down the stretch here.
Yeah, Fields doesn't have any power on those shots he's throwing. Right now, he's in survival mode, it looks like, because Nicklow has no problem walking him down and catching up with him to land the shots that he wants to land on him. And the shots are getting more and more stronger from Nicklow, making those adjustments. Actually, he didn't have to make any adjustments. Fields is starting to make it very easy for him because he's slowing down, and Nicklow is actually applying more and more pressure.
The Bushwhacker event.
Don't forget, immediately following this contest, we'll have our post-fight wrap-up show here from Michael's 8th Avenue.
For the next event,
we'll recap this card and remind you once again about the events coming up on Friday, July 14th on the Buffalo Run Casino, Miami, Oklahoma, as well as the Sphinx Club in Washington, D.C. Round 6 underway. Round 7 is underway, excuse me. And a good right hand there for Nicklow. to the body. He's got Fields trapped in the right corner. Right hand by Nick Lowe. Tries the right uppercut. Left hand to the body. Right hand to the head. Right uppercut by Nick Lowe. Right hand to the body. He ducks in. Fields again throwing his whole body's in every shot. Which kind of makes it easy for Nick Lowe to come back with counters and land some shots of his own. Right hand uppercut by Nick Lowe. Oh, right hand by Fields that time. Gets one underneath there.
Come on, Jesse, put an end to this shit, man.
Right hand by Nick Lowe. Left hand to the body by Nick Lowe. Right hand by Fields. Tries to land that one over the top. Left hand around the corner by Fields. But his shots are coming so slowly, and Nick Lowe is a little faster. Right hand to the head, right hand to the body, left hand to the head. Nick Lowe looks to trap Fields in his own corner, blue corner off to our right. Right hand to the head, to the body. Uppercuts by Nick Lowe. Right hand to the body again by Nick Lowe. Halfway through the 7th round. Right hand. And Kenny Chevalier is looking a little closely there. And referee Kenny Chevalier has to break him up. One of a few times tonight for Kenny Chevalier there. There's the right hand over the top by Nick Lowe. Mixes the uppercut. Goes the right hand by Nick Lowe. Right to the face of Fields. Fields gets around those shots of Fields, the long looping shots, having very little effect. Again, Nick Lowe came in at 166 and Fields came in at 174. But definitely the power advantage and the strength advantage seems to be in the side of the hometown guy, Jesse Nick Lowe. Nick Lowe tried to throw combinations, left and right combinations. Right hand, good left hand, right Fields. Kenny Chevalier looking close, another left hand by Fields, and down goes Fields. They said no knockdown. As Kenny Chevalier said, well, let's see. Kenny Chevalier said Fields might have slipped on the apron there, but as the bell rings, and the doctor, John Stiller, the chief physician at ringside, is trying to get them to stop the bout on this side. Let's see what happens here. Okay, well, we'll see. Well, let's see. The doctor, I know, I think they're going to stop the fight right here. They will stop the fight. Kenny Chevalier has stopped the fight on the advice of the doctor in attendance. His bout ends at the end of 7 rounds.
You know you want some Zoe.
So Kenny Chevalier ends his bout on the advice of the doctor at ringside. Dr. John Stiller, and I believe that's Doug Frankel, both said stop the fight at the end of 7 rounds. Kind of figured it was going to happen that way, considering Fields gave very little offense.
Yeah, you can tell he was just diminishing as the rounds went on. His energy level was down. He was taking a lot of shots, and it was just draining him. And maybe the size could have been a thing where he wasn't in shape.
Yeah.
That could have been possibility, coming in at 174 pounds, and at supposedly at a 168 maybe weight limit. And maybe that's what it was. He just wasn't in shape. Just at the last minute call for this fight, probably,
It was.
And that's what it was, and this was the outcome of things like that.
So
This fight will stop 3 minutes in the 7th round. And your winner, by doctor's recommendation, Jesse Nick Lowe, the winner
So Jesse Nicklow now 27-8-3 with 9 KOs to his credit. Chauncey Fields now 4-4, 2 KOs.
To honor the bushwhacker, M.B. Smith Sr., Jake the Snake Smith's father. We'll see you next time. Jake the Snake Smith, boxing.
So great win for Jesse Nicklow. Really on his game tonight. And we'll see how things go the rest of the way. From Michael's 8th Avenue in Glen Burnie, Maryland, this is the Boxing Along the Beltway Post-Fight Wrap-Up Show. The Boxing Along the Beltway Post-Fight Wrap-Up Show is brought to you in part by UndisputedBrand.com. Visit UndisputedBrand.com for the finest in boxing and mixed martial arts apparel. Undisputed Brand, the brand true champions wear. And by Real-Time Pain Relief. From boxers to ballerinas, from shoulder pain, muscle pain, and everything in between, Boxing on the Beltway recommends Real-Time Pain Relief, the fast, simple, and safe plant-based ointment. Go to www.freepainoffer.com, buy $10 worth of Real-Time Pain Relief, get a free $10 tube of Real-Time Pain Relief. Rub it on, the pain is gone in real time. Gary DiGiulio along with Juan Marshall, and we have some breaking news right off the bat. And we're going to talk to the trainer for Chauncey Fields, Scott Sigmon, because we may be having a situation we talked about earlier where it may be the case that it'll be you and Jesse Nicklow for the 3rd time in September.
Yeah, so, they called for Chauncey again on really short notice. And I know Jesse's been entertaining the idea of fighting me again. So I used that as a chance. I said, look, if you guys are bringing me in on short notice, I don't feel like the money's good enough. If Jesse wins, you got to guarantee you fight me. They already sent the contract. I got the contract. I think it's going to be the better fight. First fight, Jesse blew me out, lack of experience. Right. The second fight was in the middle of Jesse's career. He was severely oversparred and overtrained, and I blew him out. As you've seen tonight, he's on top of his game, and I feel like I'm ready for the challenge.
Well, you have been the busier fighter compared to Nicklow in the last few months. You've had some really good competition along the way. Does that, you think, factor into the 3rd fight coming up?
As far as my experience, that definitely showed in the second fight, but the most major thing that I'm concerned about is that's why I'm trying to slow down a little bit. I got a lot of miles on me between. Jesse had like 24 fights the first time we fought, and I had 9, and now I have 41 fights. Jesse's got less than me.
Right.
But, I'm a full-time fighter, so I'm paying to keep the lights on. Jesse, he might have a real job, I'm pretty sure.
Well, you've also fought. You fought for regional titles. You fought the likes of Kelly Pavlik. You fought some really quality people in your career.
Yeah, an Arias looked great out against the Reef. And, I won a couple of rounds against Arias, but, he was the better man that night. But I'm looking forward to, got to fight in August in Lynchburg, and then I'm looking forward to me and Jesse. I always he promised me he'd give me the second one. I promised him to give him this one. But after this, no matter who wins, if it's a draw, this is it. I'm done fighting my brother.
Okay, all right. Sounds good, Juan.
But career-wise, after that fight, you still plan on fighting?
Yes, I plan on fighting probably 3 or 4 more times after I fight Jesse Nicklow.
Okay. Yeah. Now, you talk about him being your brother. And we've talked about this on our podcast. You two have one of the most interesting relationships. You've been, I don't know if frenemies is the good term. How would you describe your relationship with Jesse Nicklow?
Well, of course, we got in a fist fight the first time we ever met. But, after that fight, he got ready for Julius, as you know, and
right.
I helped him prepare, and we struck up a friendship then, and by the end of the year, I fought Julius. He helped me prepare for that.
Yep.
We were friends for several years. I always begged him for the rematch, and he would never do it. And then I was thinking about hanging him up, and he actually rejuvenated my career. He told me to fight me again. Fought in Lynchburg. It was a great fight. We've been friends since. And then back in January, talked about, and I managed him some also after. We had some big fights together. And but he asked me in January if I'll do it, and I said yes. And Jesse's got switch he flips. Like, I could be cool with Jesse, but everybody was talking about on Facebook, they're like, are you guys cool or not? And, I was like, I got a lot of respect for Jesse. I love him like a brother, and I think he hates me. And everybody thought that was hilarious, but that's pretty much the truth.
Oh, is that going to be here?
That's the plan.
September 22nd, looks like. September 22nd. All right. Scott Cujo Sigmon, thank you, very appreciate it always. And we look forward to seeing you September 22nd, when it looks like you will indeed take on Jesse the Beast Nicklow here at Michael's 8th Avenue, because we'll have the call for that one, and that should be very interesting indeed.
We talked about it on the way up here.
Yeah.
Now, ironically, he came right up to me and told me that was the case. So it's definitely happening.
I kind of figured there had to be something going on behind that. I was surprised they didn't do something in the ring like a la Canelo and Golovkin.
And like I was saying, I said maybe this fight is a fill out for Scott Sigmund to see where Jesse is right now. Now he gets to see what he has. But he always knew Jesse was a game fighter anyway.
Yeah. Well, he may find a Jesse Nicklo at a good point in his career right now. I mean, he looked very strong tonight. Be honest with you, he looked as strong as he's been in a while as he stopped Chauncey Fields tonight in our main event in the end of the 7th round. And really from like the 4th round on, he really dominated the fight. It was just total domination.
Yeah, it was just totally. It was basically a moment in time where he just wear Fields down, and that's what he did. And I think he kind of knew he can do it, just because of the fact that he knows, just from experience, bringing on a last-minute fighter. Sometimes last-minute fighters, they come in as shock fighters, but not in this case. You know, it wasn't. I don't think Fields was ready to take this fight, but he took it because it was an opportunity to make him some money. So, you know, record-wise, it hurt him, but you know, he got a little bit of money in his pocket.
Yeah. So Jesse beats Nicklo now 27-8-3 with 9 KOs to his credit. Chauncey Fields is even now at 4-4 with 2 KOs. And for the second straight card that you and I have done, Juan Marshall, the local boxers, by and large, did not get a break. When I say the local in this case, I'm talking about the Baltimore area boxers in particular, did not get a break tonight. And really, no, Baltimore area and the Beltway area in general. Because, and of course, in this case, they came at some cases at the hands of other Beltway boxers. Such is the case in our co-feature tonight, where the returning Zarbek Nishinbayev came back, scored a 4-round unanimous decision win over the previously undefeated Dangerous Donald Wallace. And after a 2-year layoff, Zarbek Nishinbayev, the Uzbek warrior, showed very little rust. And I think caught Wallace by surprise a little bit.
Yeah, and I wasn't really shocked with that.
Yeah.
Basically, I was kind of, I can't say shocked, but I was a little surprised that he was as solid as he was. Mm-hmm. You know, the power was there, and he pressed every single round, and he was backing Wallace up a lot of those shots. He was in exchanges where he got caught, but it was never to the point where he was out of the fight. Mm-hmm. And he stayed into the fight. And one judge even saw it 40-36, which I saw, you know, one round, you know, that was possible just because of the consistency of what Nishinbayev was doing.
Yeah, Paul Wallace saw that shutout win for Nishinbayev, 40-36. Both Don Rich and Kenny Chevalier called about 39-37. Zarbek Nishinbayev gets back on the winning track. Of course, he lost his last bout in July of 2015. He's now 3-1 with 2 KOs. Donald Wallace falls for the very first time in his career. He's now 2-1-1 with 1 KO. And we thought in the bout of the night, Dion Richardson won a 4-round split decision over Devontae Speed Rawls, who was undefeated going into the bout. We thought this would be a tough bout for Speed Rawls, and I think it showed that Rawls needs some work. Speed Rawls needs some work to get to another level in this business.
And that's where it comes with preparation for fights.
Yeah.
If you don't prepare the proper way for a fight, especially when you're climbing up the ladder and you're supposed to be taking tougher fights as they go, you take tougher fights, you got to prepare in a better manner as far as getting the right kind of sparring to push you to the next level. And if you keep staying at the same level of sparring, you're going to look the same way into your fights. Mm-hmm. So you got to continue, as you move up the ladder in your fights, you got to move up in the ladder when it comes to sparring also. Yeah. So I think that's the issue for this fight for Rawls.
Yeah. Dion Richardson won the split decision 58-56 by Paul Wallace scored. Don Richardson scored at 59-55 for Richardson. Kenny Chevalier scored about 58-56 for Rawls. Richardson now 3-1, 2 KOs, and the second time in a row he has defeated an undefeated fighter. He had beaten Scott Kelleher by first-round knockout in his last bout earlier this year. But now he wins a 6-round split decision over Devontae Speed Rawls, who's now 8-1-1 with 6 KOs to his credit. And opening bout tonight, Ernest Lightning Bug Hall out of Baltimore, Maryland. He won a 4-round majority decision over Tyrone Showtime Wright out of Washington, D.C. Hall did, I think, just enough to win the bout as the score indicated. Neither man really was on his game tonight, though.
No, and the thing, I think Wright hurt himself in this fight.
Yeah.
Because he didn't show any kind of press, what you call a fight, moving forward, trying to press your opponent out. He didn't use his jab. He wasn't listening to his corner, and it's like he had channel vision. A tunnel vision, you call it. He has tunnel vision. He wasn't listening, and he wasn't throwing enough punches. And that's what it boils down to. He wasn't doing enough at all.
Cain Chevalier saw the draw in that one, 38-38, but he was overruled by Paul Wallace and Brent Bovell, who both scored about 39-37. Ernest Hall remains undefeated. He's 3-0, 1 KO. Tyrone Wright falls to 2-3. So that is the card. That was the card for tonight. And again, continue with a big rest of the weekend here this weekend. Of course, tomorrow night, actually tonight, as we have passed the midnight mark here on the East Coast, tonight at the Buffalo Run Casino in Miami, Oklahoma, Glenn DeZern Jr. will take on Adam Lopez on the second bout of the quadruple header coming up later on tonight at the Buffalo Run Casino in Miami, Oklahoma on Showbox, on Showtime. And Antoine Douglas and his new opponent will go after each other in a 10-round bout for the NABA middleweight title. That'll come up on the non-televised undercard of that bout. Then, of course, Saturday, July 15th, we come from the Sphinx Club in Washington, D.C. Once again, we more than likely will not be broadcast from there, just strictly because the Wi-Fi is just not that good. So we will have a podcast. We'll do a podcast of the post-fight wrap-up show immediately following the card from the Sphinx Club in Washington, D.C. And it'll be an amateur show.
Sugar Ray Leonard.
Does it?
Palmer Park Day.
Okay. And the Palmer Park Day will be at Sugar Ray Leonard Boxing Center in Palmer Park, Maryland. They have an amateur boxing show there at 1 o'clock. And starting time 1 o'clock? Starting time 1 o'clock. Talking to Ricky. That'll be on Saturday, July 15th. Of course, a lot of big amateur shows. The Mayor's Cup is coming up in August, as is the Ceasefire Don't Smoke the Brothers and Sisters. That's coming up in August. As far as amateurs, the Berry Farms Inside the Gates in September. That's on the amateur side. On the pro side, we also have August 12th, and that'll be the card at the Howard Theater. And also one of our lightweight boxers, DeVar Farhardy, is coming up on a card. I believe it's August the 13th. No, I'm sorry. It's August the August the 11th, Friday, August 11th, and that'll be from the Sugar House Casino in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And I believe he's in the main event. He's taking on Antoine Aikens. That should be a very good bout. And again, DeVar Farhardy, one of the better stories and most interesting stories, because he spends the bulk of the year in his native Kurdistan in Iraq, going after his medical studies, and then he comes back and fights, and he's coming in with a big bout here against Antoine Aikens. DeVar Farhardy 7-0, 6 KOs. Antoine Aikens 11-3-1, just 1 KO. And if Aikens knows anything about the Farhardy, he's got to watch out for those body shots. No question about that.
That's definitely, what Farhardy is known for, the body shots, and he doesn't hesitate going there. From the start of the fight, that's where he goes, and he continues to press. The thing is, Aikens is a durable fighter.
Yeah.
He might have that one knockout, but he goes the distance a lot. So that tells me he can take some punches. Can he take the power for Hardy with the body shots? Mm-hmm. We'll see, because once you start breaking that body down, you start going to the head. So we'll see what happens.
So we continue as we move into the latter part of the summer. Big events coming up right here in the Beltway. So stay with us right here on the Boxing on the Beltway Google app for Android, and on boxingonthebeltway.blogspot.com and proamfighttalk.blogspot.com. The Boxing on the Beltway post-fight wrap-up show is brought to you in part by UndisputedBrand.com. Visit UndisputedBrand.com for the finest in boxing and mixed martial arts apparel. Undisputed Brand, the brand true champions wear. And by Real-Time Pain Relief. Go to www.freepainoffer.com. Buy $10 worth of Real-Time Pain Relief. You get a free $10 tube of Real-Time Pain Relief. Rub it on. The pain is gone in real time. For Juan Marshall, I'm Gary Digital Williams saying so long from Michael's 8th Avenue in Glen Burnie, Maryland. And always remember to keep supporting the best boxing in the world. The Boxing Along the Beltway. Thanks for listening. Take care.